Come check this.
Someone's next to me, please help.
You gotta be.
What are you talking about?
I killed
She's
him.
not wrong.
I killed him. You guys ready? We're gonna eat the cereal. We're eating the cereal. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. Oh my god, I can't even tell what's going on here. Oh, he broke it. He broke it. Ready, guys? What's wrong with it? We're dancing. We're dancing. We're stepping. We're dancing.
Here's $800 for charity, guys. Bottoms up.
For charity.
Two
Cheers.
crosses. Get it. Get it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's doing it. Oh, she's doing it.
That's it. That tastes like shit. That's really bad. That my throat burns like a motherfucker. I did it.
Well, but I got stressful. I'm stressing.
MU Jack.
No way.
Oh
Oh my god. That is so disgusting. I broke my
You're the whole.
stress ball. Fuck
Yeah,
me,
it's just
this
you
is
and Char.
bad. This is really bad right now. Oh my god. This is so bad. Oh my god.
I think Serena broke her,
Fuck, I
her,
can't get my headset off. I can't get off. I broke
she
it.
made a
It's
mess all
so
over
bad.
the place,
It's
so she might be
so
gone for a
bad.
couple minutes. She's muted.
I know, but what did she break?
Her little rubber ducky.
Oh god.
And now her mic's stuck in her hair.
So bad. My headset's stuck in my hair. Guys, I have it all over my
She
hair.
is a hot mess.
So bad right now. I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna pee myself. 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 Guys, look. Look. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I got a Venusaur. I got a fucking full art one. I haven't seen anyone pull this one in my friend group yet, I don't think. I don't fucking think so. Maybe. Hi, hello. I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift and I will fuck your mom. Disrespectfully.
Hi guys, welcome in. Why is my head so big? I forgot to check my own camera. Welcome in, guys. Welcome.
That's how I looked in the beginning.
I will fix it while we chat. I'm always fiddling here. So there we go. Welcome in, guys. This is episode 51 of Kit Conversations, and we are here with the amazing Serena Paris, and I am so excited to yap to her all night long. Welcome in. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I have a Who's Your Daddy shirt on. Isn't it cute?
Oh my god, I love it. I want it.
It's me. I'm your daddy, chat.
Yeah, Serena is all of our daddies. It's official. It's official.
Write that down.
How did you find those clips? Any good memories in those?
Yes. I love those clips. Whenever you told me to send some over, I have a bazillion clips. I was like, what represents Serena? And even Ika said it, like, doing the shoey is super important to my community. They love to torture me. They really do. I give them the option, so it is my fault technically. But they love it. They love, I give them an inch, they take the whole motherfucking football field. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. I've got a community a bit like that.
And then just watching some of them. Yeah,
Carry on.
one of the clips you can see like no plushies back there. I was like, dang.
Wow, yeah.
We've grown so many plushies throughout the couple years.
Yeah. Do you know how many you've got?
So I have over 200. After 200, I decided I was going to stop counting. Maybe once we decide to move or we do something, then maybe I will count them, but we'll see.
It's crazy. It looks amazing though. It's such a cool aesthetic behind you. I love
Yeah,
it.
I love plushies and I've always loved them. There's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, that's childish. You shouldn't have a setup like that. And I'm like, these make me happy. I love my plushies. I love the pink. I love the sparklies. And if I'm going to be sitting in this chair 6 to 10 hours a day, I want to be happy in my
Right.
room.
Right,
Leave me
absolutely.
alone.
Fuck that. Those people are not your people, and that's
Mhm.
that's the thing.
Exactly,
You're just
'cause
pure joy. You just have to take like one look at any of your selfies or clips or your stream or anything, and it's just pure joy.
And that's what I want to promote is self-love, self-growth,
Mhm.
positivity, good vibes, you know. And I've had people tell me I'm not going to make it on Twitch or Kick because of my pink vibes and the very girly aesthetic. And I'm like, exactly, like you just said, I'm not for everybody, but the people who are here, the people who do show up, they love me and they fuck with who I am as a person and they like my vibes.
I absolutely love that. I love that, and that's what it's about, though. That's whatever, whether that's just you someone being themselves on their stream, or going with the pink girly aesthetic and like doubling down on it like you have, because that's what makes you happy. And those are the creators that do succeed. The ones that are not afraid to be themselves and do it their fucking way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cass, a lot. So I kind of feel like it's Toy Story sometimes. Like I will come in here and some of them will be on the ground, some of them will shift, and I'm like, what were you guys doing yesterday? I try at least once a month to restack them because as you can see, like they start to fall. Some of them, you know, land on each other. So I try
Have
to
a little
rearrange
party
them,
back there.
and I feel a little bit bad because they are stacked on top of each other. So some of them are underneath. So I'm like, oh, I gotta let some of them be out sometimes. You know, you gotta
They gotta
change
take turns,
places
yeah.
with them. You gotta take turns with them.
All got to have their moment in the spotlight. That's what it is.
That's so funny.
That's what it is. So yeah, so we'll get stuck into it to start with. You tell us first of all a little bit about your content. Like, for anyone who's never seen a Serena Paris stream, how would you describe it?
I am a little bit of everything. I'm very much a silly goose. I am not family friendly at all. I don't think you're very family friendly at all.
Nope.
But if you ever hang out with me, even here, I will probably say some bad words, things like that. Very much chaos. I do a lot of Fortnite. I do a lot of chatting. A lot of people say that Fortnite's very saturated, so I'm trying to get away from just Fortnite. I'm trying to do some more makeup streams, some cosplay streams. I even like to do sit-down podcast streams, very similar to this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a yapster. I never shut my mouth. I never know how to shut my mouth. Actually, one of my last big streams I did, I let my community mute me up to a full day
Oh my god.
for
I don't
going
think I
to
could do that.
DreamHack. And I was actually muted for a whole stream. I think it was 10 hours, maybe 12 hours. It was the worst stream I've ever done. Because I couldn't talk and I was crying.
I can't imagine. I can't. But then we are trying to fund getting all the way from Scotland to Atlanta for DreamHack this year.
like,
so maybe guys, will you pay for me to shut up? maybe we need to try this.
I took it from one of my other friends, Lady Amelthea. I seen her do it for charity, and I was like, "Dang, I really want to make money and go to Dallas." And my community ran with it. Like they hit it almost instantly. Before 2 hours even hit, I was muted for the whole day already.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Wow, guys, y'all didn't waste any time making me shut my yapper. Thanks, guys."
Wow.
Worse for her, best for the rest of us. Yeah, I'm really glad I had a lot of mods and friends like jump into voice chat, so there was some talking and some activity, so it wasn't just silence. But I was crying. I was definitely
Yeah,
crying.
that would be hard, but it does sound like something that my community would like to see me
Yeah.
doing.
And
Just-
then my chat's like, "When are we doing that again?" Never, bitches.
Never, ever.
Oh, excuse me. Exclamation mark burped, guys. I don't know if we have one here.
What was that?
I have a burp counter.
No, I don't burp that often. But that's a great thing. I love
Someone go do it in my chat. You guys can do it.
that. Go do
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, time them out. If they do come back with more of that, just buy
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Oh,
about that.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Baby jump echoes. Let's go.
Out with echoes. Did a little love story.
Oh my god. Echo
So
does some. I
good.
love that. Welcome in, Echoes. Welcome in, everyone. It's so good to see you all. Echoes, thank you so much for the love. We love Echoes here. We love you. Thank you so much for coming in. I love all the dancing pandas. Thanks. We are a little pandalicious here. I do have some, but I can't even show you my plushies because they're a mess at the minute. We're just coping. It's the summer holidays. The teenagers off. It's too hot. It's Scotland and we're all melting. We're just holding shit together at the minute. But I have got lots of cuddly pandas behind me somewhere. They don't look as cute
Echoes,
as
you had a
yours.
great stream. We're so excited to see you, bestie.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing your people in. Did you have fun? Was you doing music? You're mostly
Yeah.
just doing music now, though,
They
aren't
were
you?
doing some karaoke.
Oh,
I was like, "You do Taylor
nice.
Swift?" He said, "I sure do." I said,
I love
Thank
it.
you.
I absolutely love it.
It really did.
Good. I'm glad you had fun. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much. We're just starting our kit conversations for the evening, and we're just going to learn some more about Serena. So
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you guys. Thank y'all for coming in and raiding into Panda. Appreciate you
thank
guys.
you. So Fortnite, you said, was kind of one of your main games to start with.
Fortnite's my main game.
Yeah.
I've had a hard time jumping to anything else. Every now and again, we've tried other
hard.
things. We've done some Fall Guys. We've done Among Us. Goose Goose Duck. Recently, we've been playing a lot of Date Everything, where
I
you can
really
date
want that
all
game.
your household objects.
I
That's so
really want to
much
play
fun.
that game. It looks so much fun.
Yes, I'm obsessed. One of my favorite things about that game is it has a really good content warning, and how they bring it into the game is it's not a huge punch in the face, but it really allows you to pick what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with.
Okay.
Because there's some very sexual things. There's some things that can get like stalker vibes, or very mean vibes and stuff like that. So it's really cool that they have that on there.
Yeah, I love that. I spend far too much on horror games, so I have to keep my budget down with all the variety games.
Oh,
It's so hard,
yes.
though. I just want all the games.
Yes. And see, I call myself a variety streamer, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of my Date Everything over on Twitch, guys. I do both Kick and Twitch. I know that there's a little bit of feelings on that, but yeah, that's where I've been doing Date Everything so far.
I love that.
Enjoy your food, Cass.
Yeah, come back and tell us what you ate. That's important.
Yes,
Very
and
important.
give me some.
Very important.
No, Renegade, no, I'm punching you.
Not a fan of that one then.
Mm-mm,
So,
not at all.
is gaming something that's always been a part of your life? Have you always been a gamer, or?
So no, actually, little Serena would have probably laughed in your face. I always made fun of gamers. I never really got it. And I've always been a very girly girl. I mean, I've been able to get out. I lived in the countryside, I'd walk barefoot and get my feet a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was pretty much a girly girl. I did a lot of cheerleading, pageants, things like that. A lot of my family members have played video games. So when I was younger, I did a lot of like the Mario Party, more of like the family games, but not necessarily a lot of the solo games and stuff like that. I think it's why it's so hard for me to do it now that I'm older, because I'm like, I don't know how to play solo games because I don't know what I'm doing. But then everyone's like, well, you play solo games to do whatever you want. They're like open world games, so do whatever you want. But that stresses me out.
Fair.
When I was younger, my brother and sister would play a lot of Oblivion.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever played Oblivion start to finish, but I would play on their accounts. I like to be in the Mages Guild, and I like to buy things, sell things. I accidentally stole something from the Mages Guild, so I got my brother kicked out of the Mages Guild.
Oh,
and
no.
He yelled at me. He yelled at me, and I was crying.
Oh
and
my
he was
goodness.
yelling, and it was not good. I felt so horrible because I didn't do it on purpose or anything. But I was like, oh my god, because I guess whenever you get kicked out of the Mages Guild or whatever, you have to do a bunch of tasks to get back in or whatever. And he
Okay.
was so mad at me. But I loved the Dark Brotherhood. I loved having to kill people. That was really fun. But I never really got into shooters. My ex-boyfriend actually introduced me into Fortnite, and I was like, that's fucking dumb. And then I started playing. Fortnite is so beautiful to me. I have to
Yes.
have a very beautiful aesthetic game to play.
Yeah.
A lot of people like COD and stuff like that. I cannot play it. It is not cute to me. I think that's why I really liked playing Palia. Palia is really
I was
cute.
gonna say, when you said cute, I was gonna ask if you played Palia.
Yeah, that one was really adorable. We freaking binged that for a long time.
Yeah.
Even Fall Guys. Fall Guys is very silly, but it's very bright. It's very
Yeah.
colorful. It's very cute.
Yeah, I love that. And Fortnite's
I didn't do it on
addictive,
purpose
right?
or anything. I swear, Ika. I felt horrible getting him kicked out of the Mania's Guild. I cried for days. I really did. That was so funny.
Yeah, Fortnite's an addictive one. Fortnite was kind of my gateway into I gamed as a kid and then didn't game for years and years and years, and then Final Fantasy VII, the remake, came out, and I did play that as a kid. I was obsessed with the original. None of the other ones, just 7 as a kid. So when the remake came out, I hadn't gamed in like 15, 16 years, but I bought a PlayStation 4
And that's what brought you back?
just to play that game. And then once I had it, I
awesome.
downloaded Fortnite out of curiosity and ended up really loving it.
It
And then
sucks your soul out.
yeah, finding online friends, ended up finding my best friend in the whole world
It
through
really
Fortnite.
happens like that. It really does. It's insane.
We
can
started a
find
little
some
duo
awesome
stream
people on
on.
the
We
internet.
actually started on Twitch. We started a little duo stream together. I was working full time at the time.
Okay.
It was just a hobby. It was just for our community that we played Fortnite with. We used to do creative community nights.
Yes.
We do
I
like gun
love
games.
that.
We do all the fun games because like I'm not competitive. I don't do competitiveness at all. But I also get bored really quickly. And I'm like, 'cause if I'm gonna die a lot and sit and do nothing all night, it's not gonna be fun for me. So we spent ages in creative finding games that you respawn.
Creative is very fun. I do like some of the gun games, prop hunt.
Yeah, that was the
some
kind
of
of
the
stuff
murder
we did.
mysteries are really cute.
We've tried to find as many games as we could that didn't matter what your skill level was. You'd be playing all night and you'd be having a laugh all night. And
especially when you're hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
You know.
because we had
And we had
quite
I
a big
love
community.
when my friends rage.
I know.
So funny.
I know. Oh, the gun game rage. Yeah, we had some friends
Yeah.
with the gun game rage. It was always fun. But yeah, that was the kind of the gateway into it. And when I had to start, eventually I did buy a gaming PC, but just a very basic one. And then I had to give up my job because of my health. I have a chronic migraine condition that affected me really badly.
Fuck. That's so rough.
So I had to give that up and kind of slipped into doing a solo stream as something to possibly fill that gap. And here we are 2 years later, and it's my full-time job, and it's
awesome.
crazy.
I'm very proud of
But yeah,
you.
Fortnite was my gateway into it all as well, really. Final Fantasy VII, then Fortnite. So
And migraines are such a bitch. I
Yeah.
get migraines really bad too, and I would say that they're chronic. I get them
Mm-hmm.
all the fucking time, and I hate when people are like, "It's just a headache, get over it." I'm like, if you have never experienced a migraine, you are beyond blessed. You are beyond lucky. It is not the same fucking thing, and I will die on
No.
that motherfucking hill.
it's
I really
definitely
will.
not. No. I actually have the chronic migraines. I also have something called vestibular migraines, which is like it's all through your ears. So I get a lot of like non-headache symptoms like vertigo and nausea and motion sickness, and that's like on movement. So like I could be
that's
sitting
rough.
still and I'll be fine, and I'll get up to walk and I suddenly get vertigo and really heavy nausea and things. So as much as
You just gotta sit down.
I can do this,
breathe.
but
Yeah.
I couldn't go and do another not kind of normal job.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. So, but this has been an amazing thing to fit around it, and we've grown it into something pretty cool. So everything
And that's
for
why
a
I
reason and all
love
that.
there's so many things that you can do online now, you know? There's so
Yeah.
many able-bodied people who are like, that's not fair that people can just sit at home and play video games. And I'm like, that's not all we're doing.
I was gonna
If you
say.
think that's all we're doing, I will punch you in the fucking
I
throat.
wish I wish I could just play video games all day long.
But the thing is people really don't know until they do it. They
No,
really
people don't
know,
get it at all.
you know?
And even
unfortunately.
like just streaming, if you want to keep it fresh, like there's
Coming up
there's
with
so
new
much else behind
ideas.
it. But then if you're so many things that you have to do, like all your behind the scenes, putting your scenes together, keeping your stream fresh, coming up with new ideas, and then if you really want to grow in this kind of world, and you're someone like me who's like, I'm not particularly good at video games, and there's nothing apart from me being me and being unapologetically my crazy self, and I don't really have any other unique selling points, so I'm always like trying to think of different things to do to keep things fresh and new. It's exhausting.
I mean, it really is, and like you said, it's very saturated and you really have to find your niche, you know, and the fact that you do the Kit Conversation podcasts are really cool. I feel like podcast streams are very fun. I love doing them.
Yeah.
I try to do something like once a month over on Twitch, or I've done one on Kick too. I think it's a fun way to build your community, but you get to know your other friends and the stuff, you know. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, it's been a really cool experience. Like I say, you're number 51, and it's crazy to think about that. I had 51 different kit creators who sat here and chatted with me in the past year and a bit. It's mad, but it's definitely been a huge part of my growth and getting to know new people and growing the community and things.
And it's just such a fun thing to do, is sit and yap, you know, instead of playing games the whole time.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. And now I've started kind of branching out into other things. Like I was up till stupid o'clock in the morning the other day prepping for. We've got our Hodder game club where I have the 4 other Hodder creators, and we have Razor Red, Slashly, Creation X, and Let Loose.
Oh my god, I love them.
We
That's
meet
so
once
much
a month. We have like a podcast get together, and one of us picks a game, a Hodder game, and then we go away and play it, and then we come back and we talk about it, and we talk about Hodder and stuff. So.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Those are very good people to do that with.
They're
too.
awesome. They're such an amazing bunch. It's so much fun. Yeah, we've been doing that for, I think we just picked our 5th game yesterday. So we've been doing it for a little while now.
That's so fun. Lizzie asked if it's too late to submit questions.
No, I have the thing here. If anything you put through on the form will come straight through to me.
All right,
I have it open here.
Oh, do you have it linked? Or dropped or something? Let's see, chat. Let's see what Panda can do for us.
I can link it. I've got it right here, so I can absolutely link
okay.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, 51 interviews. She's slaying.
There it
She's
is.
slaying the house down. I'm always telling Ika, I'm like, I want to do more podcasts. I want to do more stuff. But I mean, you of course know how hard it is trying to get people on the same page.
Yeah, one of the most time-consuming thing is booking people.
Yeah.
That's
oh my god. Yes.
Because I'll send out a bunch of messages at the same time, because I'll be like, right, we've got the next few weeks booked, but let's look at the weeks after that. So you'll send out maybe 5 to 10 messages, and then you get people. That's why I tried to make a diary, but then some people couldn't access the diary, and then it was just like,
and then some people don't fucking read, and it pisses me off. So one of the things I did recently, and I thought it was the most brilliant thing ever, I hosted a murder mystery during my birthday. I think it was in February.
God.
It was one of my favorite streams I've ever done. I had a bunch of my friends dress up, things like that.
That's so
cool. I sent a message, because when you plan stuff like that, it's multiple paragraphs. You're telling people what they're doing, what time, what to do, blah, 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 blah. And halfway through the message, or maybe like 3/4 through the message, I like stopped and was like, react with a peach emoji if you read all of this. So that way I could tell who was reading my goddamn messages and who wasn't.
I love that. That's so clever.
Yeah. And so now I'm gonna start doing small things like that, you know. So I'm like,
It is tough, and I try and keep it minimal what I send to people as well. Like I try not to bombard them with information.
So hard,
but
because if you don't put something in there, someone's asking this, someone's asking this, someone's asking this, and you want everyone to have the same information. If you have a podcast for like multiple people, if it's one person, it's a little bit easier to respond in one spot. But it's so hard when there's like 7 or 8 different people, and you're like, I need to make sure everyone knows the same thing.
No, absolutely. That sounds like so much
Ika
fun.
was so fun. I love the murder mystery. We did get to kill Ika. Ika's one of my mods, and I was like, we're killing Ika. We're killing him.
I love it.
You're dead, bestie. You're dead.
That's such a cool idea. Right, so to come back to streaming, you said an ex-boyfriend got you into Fortnite and things. So at what point did you get into streaming? When did gaming become streaming for you? How did that happen?
So I am a COVID baby when it comes to streaming. Before COVID, I did a lot of modeling, acting. I was 17, 18, 19 around that time. I swore I was going to be famous. My Instagram was popping off. My Facebook was popping off. I was being invited to travel around the United States. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Colorado. I've been to Florida, Hawaii, different places for modeling, acting. I've been internationally published. I've been on billboards. I've had an amazing time doing the modeling and acting. For acting, I didn't do a whole lot. I did a lot of background work, things like that. I did one thing that was on Amazon Prime. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because it's a little embarrassing.
Oh, I want to know now. Spill the tea.
But it was very cool. And then I live in a small town, South Texas. And when COVID hit, almost everything in the modeling acting world really shut down. You were supposed to stay at home, all of that fun stuff. Everywhere that I was traveling for auditions was like Houston, Austin, Dallas. And then whenever they opened back up, they were like, oh, we only want people within like a 60 to 100 mile radius to come in and get tested the day before and then audition. And then, with auditions, you don't know if you're even going to get the job. So then I would have to either decide to go get tested the day before, come back, go back, audition. And a lot of that is a lot of money going back and forth, traveling, getting tested for COVID, all of that stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I had a crash out. I had a mental breakdown. I was like, I love being in front of the camera. I love taking photos. I love acting. I love just being a silly goose. Like, what do I do? And then my boyfriend, my now boyfriend, 6 years, 7 years, I don't fucking know. It's been a long time. He was like, well, you play video games. Have you heard of Twitch? I was like, what the fuck is Twitch? And then I found out what it was. We started on an Xbox, just a camera too. I had my phone. We had an Xbox, a camera, and a phone.
Yeah.
That was it. Oh, and a horrible mic. I don't know if you guys know this, but on Xbox, I don't know if they've changed it recently, but back in the day, when you're streaming, they muted your friends for privacy reasons or whatever.
Wow.
So
Okay.
watching the stream, it was just me talking to myself. You couldn't hear my friends.
Oh my goodness.
The quality was horrible. I was streaming from a living room. Anyone who followed me back then, you guys are real ones because I watched that shit back and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing?
I love that.
For a long time, my brother was like, you should wait to stream. You should wait till you have the perfect setup. And I'm like, I never would have started if I didn't start then.
Yeah.
I feel like I had to really build my community. I had to learn all of those things, and my community has helped given me chairs, PC, my desk, everything I have nice is because of my community. I'm so fucking grateful for that,
Yeah.
But that's how I really got into streaming is through COVID. And I was like, you know what, we'll just stream and play video games for now. I had no idea that I was going to be streaming for over 5 years.
That's amazing.
5 years on Twitch. And then next month, we're actually celebrating a year on Kick. So I'm very, very excited about that. And it's just been a very full circle moment. I was just thinking about it before we jumped into the interview. Streaming really brought my real self out. And I feel like a lot of a lot of other streamers can relate with that. I have always been, like I said, I've always been a very girly girl. I've always felt like I needed to match other people's appearances or their personalities. I had to be like everybody else in the room to fit in. I would mold myself to be like everybody else, and everyone would always be like, oh, I like your personality. And I'm like, oh, well, it's yours,
Yeah.
It's your personality, so that makes sense. But now I feel like I'm really myself, and I'm very grateful that I get to be myself. There's people out there who think I'm cringy or silly or dumb, and I'm just like, you know what? That's fine. Because I'm happy and I like who I am, and I'm just very blessed for this opportunity to be myself.
It's incredible. Like streaming's done a very similar thing for me, but I am significantly older than you.
I mean, but it's still
taken
like,
me to I was just gonna say, like, I'm so happy for you that you've had that realization in your life at such a young age, because I'm 41 and it took me till this 2 years of streaming on Kick and doing this full time to really realize those things and learn to be happy with who I am and learn to not give a shit about what other people think and not always try and be liked and all that shit. Like,
I'm a huge people person and I want to be liked, but at this point it's just like the haters are gonna hate, baby. They're gonna hate.
Exactly.
And I've been banned, or I keep saying banned, I've been blocked twice by bitches this year, and I'm like,
wow,
you ain't making it till you got haters, baby.
I know, right? That's why I was
Y'all
like,
got
so
the
excited.
hater rate.
I'm like, I get so excited. I get so excited when I find out that somebody hates me, because I know there's people out there that hate me, because I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's
Yeah, I
absolutely
get that.
fine. And I also know that unfortunately in this industry there's an awful lot of jealousy. So there are a lot of people out there that will hate you just because you're doing well. There's a lot of people
I
that
think
will
a
see a
lot
bit
of
of
it-
success and they will dislike the person who's having it.
Yeah, and I feel like a big thing for us is that we're women too. I
Mhm.
get a lot of the women comments.
Yeah.
You only get views because you're a woman. Blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. You only get subs because you're a woman. Blah 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 blah.
I know.
I'm like,
it's-
shut the fuck up, bitch. I work fucking hard.
Yeah.
I really do.
That's it. It's crazy. So Twitch you've been doing 5 years. So almost a year ago you tried out Kick. What led you to that decision to try and out
So
things over here?
Thank you, Renegade. I appreciate you, honey. I love Twitch, and I will never shout on my Twitch community. We're almost at 10,000 followers over on Twitch,
That's
and
amazing.
we've had amazing opportunities. We are in the Twitch's Women's Guild. We're in the Twitch's Pride Guild. Like, Twitch has opened a lot of doors for me. I've been able to work with Razer because of Twitch. I've been able to have lots of sponsorships because of Twitch, but I haven't seen a lot of growth viewer-wise on Twitch. And there's a lot of people who are like, don't look at your analytics, just be happy where you're at, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, for 5 years, I am doing a great job over on Twitch, and it's really hard to not look at other content creators and be like, when is it my turn? Because I know that there's people who've streamed for 10 years and still have 2 or 3 viewers, but you can also see a person stream for 1 year and skyrocket and have 100, 200, 300. You just never know.
Yeah.
But for the past, I mean, it's still been about a year, maybe even 2 years now. On Twitch, I've been averaging anywhere between like 20 and then like mid 30s.
Yeah.
Very grateful, very blessed. There was a time I never even thought I would get to 20 to 30s,
That is
But I was
amazing
like,
on Twitch as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank
should
you,
be
thank
proud.
you. But I was like, damn, I would love to see that number go higher. And then I went to DreamHack Dallas last year. So I've went to Dallas twice now for DreamHack, and I ran into a bunch of Kick streamers, and I was only a Twitch streamer the very first time I went to DreamHack Dallas, only Twitch. And I was very scared and very intimidated. I'm not even gonna lie. Because as only a Twitch streamer, we've heard very negative things about Kick.
Yeah.
I also didn't like that about a year ago they didn't really have a lot of mod rules and stuff, and they just recently started coming out with more ways to protect your community and stuff like that, know. And that was a big reason I didn't want to start over here until that I had a way to protect myself and my community, you know. But I ran into a bunch of Kick streamers at that first DreamHack Dallas, and I was just like, these bitches are the same as my Twitch friends. That was my first realization, is like, oh my God. And then someone said this, and I've said it all the time since then. There is bad people everywhere. You shop at Walmart, but there's bad Walmart employees. I'm sure that some of the CEOs are shit. There's shit people on YouTube. There's shit people on Facebook. There's shit people on Twitch. Kick, wherever you go, there's shit ass people, unfortunately.
So true.
So for me, when I started on Kick, I was like, you know what? I am going to start on Kick, and we're just going to see what happens. But no matter what happens, we are going to be light and positive and airy. I did tell my mods, I was like, I don't mind being a little bit spicier, because I know Kick allows you to be a little bit more spicier than Twitch does. But I was like, we're going to just check it out. We're going to see how it goes. Because I'm trying to put my eggs in different baskets. I would love to grow as a content creator. I would love to see higher numbers. I'd love to see my community grow. I would love to do this full time. We've done streaming full time in the past, and it's worked out a little bit. Right now, with it being summer, money's a little bit tighter. You just never know. Some months it's great, some months it's not. So we're just trying to find a way that we can end up doing this full time at some point.
Yeah, I love that.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
So how was it when you did come over and try Kick then?
So Honestly, I thought I was gonna have to start over completely. And a lot of times when you start somewhere new, you really do have to start over completely. I was really blessed that I had a decent amount of people from my Twitch come over.
Right. Okay.
A bunch of my mods really stepped up and came over. A couple of my Twitch community members still show up on Kick. I feel like if they had a preference, I feel like there is some people on Twitch who would want to just watch me on Twitch, but I also feel that way about Kick now. There's some people who were like, I don't even have a Twitch account. I'm only going to watch you on Kick, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I feel like I had a really good experience, you know. I got affiliate very quickly, and that made me feel like I was going in the right direction. And I'm just very glad I had a lot of friends show up, support me, because starting over is scary. It really is.
Yeah, I get that. So how did it compare to Twitch then? Did you notice any significant differences after being on Twitch for 4 years and coming over here?
I would say my average is about the same, but I also can't compare that too much because I knew I already had some audience. You know, I was like, I know that Kick will do at least a little well than Twitch did. It took me a long time on Twitch to get affiliate, but that's because I had never streamed before. My setup was fucking horrible. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
For the negative comments and stuff, I don't know if I've either just missed a lot of it, if I've been very lucky. I get shitty people on Twitch, I get shitty people on Kick, but I haven't seen, luckily, fingers crossed, I haven't seen anything very consecutive with the haters or anything like that. But also I have a lot of mods who are just ready to kick some bitches out.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, that's awesome. So now you do both? Do you multi-stream or do you do separate streams, or how do you work things?
I have dabbled in a little bit of both. I have tried to do multi-stream. I do feel like if I'm multi-streaming, more people prefer to watch on Twitch than Kick. So I do feel like my numbers fall on Kick a little bit. But again, I know everyone's like, don't look at your numbers, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they are. But there's a difference between like watching your numbers while you're live and obsessing over it and letting it affect how you are, and then actually just looking at this as a business and something that you want to grow. You have to have some kind of awareness of those numbers overall. I think it's having a healthy attitude and a healthy way to look at those numbers is important. Because you can't, if you want to do this full time, you can't say don't look at the numbers.
Yeah, and that's so
Chop!
Oh my god! I'm Hi, how are you doing?
Welcome in, Chop Chop. Sorry, really loud music when I get rated. I'm just
No,
like,
it's okay.
deafened.
We love Chop. I just did a collab with Chop not too long ago. We were doing some Fortnite.
I love that. Yes, we love Chop. Chop's been on Conversation. She is one of the guests that's been on before.
Fuck yeah,
that was a
we love
lovely
that
chat.
shit.
We love you, Chop. Thank you so much for your host. I hope you have had a lovely stream.
Hi,
Settling,
friends, welcome
guys. We're
in.
just having a little chit chat. We're just having our little
Yeah.
conversations.
Grab a snack, hang out with
come
us.
on in.
All fun stuff.
Well, I wanted to ask quickly, actually. Lizzie, where's Lizzie from?
Lizzie's from my community.
Yeah, but where in the world are they from?
Lizzie is from a place that I can't remember.
Are they from the UK?
They're somewhere, yes.
Are
Not
you-
in
are
the
they-
United States.
are you-
UK. There we go.
I want to ask if he was Scottish. He used the word ball bag. He called someone a ball bag in the chat earlier. English but living in Scotland. There you go. I knew it. I was like, ball bag is
Hell
such a
yeah.
Scottish thing to say. I was like,
I got him, Chop. I fucking got it.
yeah, you got it spot on.
Yeah, got him. Ate that up.
I knew there had to be a Scottish connection there when you said ball bag, so I had to ask.
Good old ball bag.
Good old ball bag. I love it.
I don't remember what the question was. I forgot.
We were talking about multi-streaming.
Oh, multi-streaming. So
and yeah, how you're working
I have
things between
multi-streamed
Twitch
a
and
couple
Kick.
times. Sometimes it's done well. Sometimes it's really not done well. Recently I've decided I was going to try to do 2 Kick streams a week and 3 Twitch streams a week, and just really devote myself to the one chat. I feel like I can give the one place more one-on-one time if I'm only live in one spot. Everyone says do multi-streaming, that it helps. I've seen a little bit of growth. I have seen some people from Kick jump over to Twitch to Kick. But I just try really hard to tell my community, hey, tomorrow we're going to be on Kick. Tomorrow we're going to be on Twitch. Make sure you know, I try to do it more that way. And try instead of trying to multi-stream. And I also feel like in the past, I've had some issues with viewers not understanding what was happening. Is if it, like, if I was talking to people from Twitch chat, Kick chat would be like, what's going on here? So I saw that there was some overlap with that. I think I need to build both of my communities a little bit more, and then we'll try to do some more multi-streaming. I think
it's tricky from talking to people and a little bit of experience in it myself. Like, I think the multi-streaming between Twitch and Kick is tricky unless you're looking to move from one to the other and you're looking to gradually move your community over. Or if you're already, like, if you're in a position like some of the bigger streamers who are partnered on Twitch who are coming over here and they're multi-streaming because they can fast chat to partner and thing. I feel like,
which I think that's really cool that they did that, but it's also like, damn, that kind of sucks too, you know? But I mean, good for them. Good for them, I guess.
I can't say much because I kind of sneaked in on that because I was a brand new YouTube partner. When they released the fast track, before they added in the stipulation that you had to have a certain amount of subscribers, I got my application in and was accepted. I like to think that they actually take a minute to look at what people do as well, because I don't know that everyone who was a brand new YouTube subscriber
got in before that.
Got in at that point, but I like to think that they see me and they see how much work I put in. Not that I don't want to sound like I'm blowing my trumpet.
I'm trying to work on my YouTube more. I need to.
Yeah. I saying that, I got YouTube partner months ago and I haven't done anything with it yet. Because I got them to the partnership and the monetization by doing short videos and multi-streaming my lives. I got my watch hours through multi-streaming. But I never really did long form. And once you get monetized, the only real way to make money is long form. so
I try to get one video out once a week. That's long form on YouTube, but it's been more like once every 10 days.
I really struggle with long form. It's been a big shift because I've been TikTok was my main focus in the early days because that was the one that did really well for me. Not really well, but it was the one that was doing best. It was the one that got the best growth for short videos. So I very much focused in on how to make good gaming clip TikToks, and that's kind of what I did. And I was posting 2 a day every day for a year and a bit, and on TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you. Holy shit, that's good.
It was it was a lot. It was a lot of work to get there. But let's say I shied away from the long form side of things. So that's kind of a little bit intimidating to me. And it's also got to the point where, as much as I'm very good at making a TikTok gaming clip video, those are not enough to grow your community over there and keep those numbers going. You need more. You need different styles of videos to pull people in and get them to follow you. And that's where we've been having a big mind shift and a big shift in what I'm doing with my offline content in the background.
Yeah, and you really have to sit down and edit very well for long form.
Yeah.
And that's rough when you don't have time.
time is a nightmare. But
Ika was saying it doesn't help that Twitch has rules against showing combined chat because it promotes other streaming services. So there's no way for the different sites to see what each others are saying. Yeah, and it almost kind of feels like sometimes Twitch penalizes people who are multi-streaming. There's not a lot of hard proof on that, but there is a bunch of bigger Twitch streamers who are like, this is what's going on, you know?
Yeah, they seem to be making examples of some of the bigger people just now, don't they? I'm someone who I've never been, we joke about it here because we all do. We joke about the whole fuck Twitch, pick kick thing, but I've never ever, I started out on Twitch, and for what we did, Twitch was amazing. We did it as a hobby, and it was a very community focused thing, and it had everything we needed when I duo streamed over there. It was fantastic. I feel like they don't treat their creators as well as they should overall, and that they don't support. And I'm trying to put it really nicely because we have a Twitch streamer here.
But I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
there's
I'm just here.
I also understand like your community is there and you've got nearly 10,000 followers. You've been there for 5 years. You've built something there, and that probably feels a bit like home for you. And Kick is like a new home that you're kind of working on. I don't know.
It's a little bit of both, but I mean,
Yeah.
from someone who has been to a couple dream hacks and then someone who's been to 2 Twitch cons, I agree that, but I also don't know how Twitch could really cater to their creators because Twitch has so many more than they do on Kick. But every time I've been to a DreamHack Dallas, Atlanta, the other DreamHack Dallas, the Kick booth and the Kick creators and like even Andrew himself is so fucking hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's people who have issues with Eddie or Andrew or anything. I have never really seen Twitch do that, even at TwitchCon, be so hands-on with their creators, you know? And the fact that like Andrew knows who I am.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to talk to Andrew, he was like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you what, the Twitch owners don't know who I am. They don't got
No.
a clue who I am. You
No,
know?
I get that completely. Like the
But that's really
accessibility of them, the fact that you can go into the Kick Talks that's there now, and that you can go in there and ask questions of both Eddie and Andrew. You can go into all of Andrew's streams and ask questions. They're so accessible and so involved, and they welcome criticism and questions, and they welcome all of that stuff. Like I mean, I was lucky enough to be invited on. I was on Kick Talks with Andrew.
That's so cool.
With Lauren Shea, when Lauren Shea did her.
Love Lauren.
I love Lauren too.
Is such a fucking bad bitch.
She really is. She's been on the show too. We love Lauren.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god, I could talk to her all day long.
I know, right? But yeah, I was lucky enough to win the Podcaster of the Year award in the Kick Community Awards at the end of last year.
Hell
And
yeah.
then they invited Lauren onto Kick Talks and asked her to take on a few winners to chat on the show with her, and she invited me, and I was one of the first. I felt because at that point I wasn't verified or partnered, so I was one of the first one of the first affiliated streamers to be on it at all, which was super exciting and terrifying. But it was really cool. But it also was like, wow, I've watched like. Not long after that, or not long after that, they had like XQC and Amaranth, and they had all those, and I was like, I've been on that. I've sat in that same podcast as an affiliated streamer who's really new in this world, but working my ass off. I had the opportunity to sit in that seat and have those conversations. Like, where else does that?
And
like,
you have to put yourself at those tables. You have to get there. You know, and the only way to do that is to be yourself, be very genuine. Networking is so important, but you have to network with the people that you like and that you really fucking vibe with. You know, I'm not going to sit here and network with people that I don't vibe with, I don't like their content. I'm going to really sit here and network and meet friends that I genuinely think are cool. And again, everyone's gonna think other people are cool, but you know, networking with the bitches that you like are so important.
Yeah, 100%. I love it. And there's so many of them on this damn platform. Like, we've just had to up Kick Conversations to 2 a week when we've been doing 1 a week for a year, because
so cool.
there are so many people I want to invite and so many people that want to come on, and I love it so much that we were like, right, lean into what you love and what's going well, and let's double it up. So we're doing it every Tuesday and Friday now. We're doing it twice a week.
I love that so much for you. You make me want to do them more. You really do.
Yeah, there's so much
for me,
fun.
I've done a lot of the big like panels where there's like 5 or 6 people, but maybe I should do more like one-on-ones. I feel like more one-on-ones would be very easier and more doable. yeah, it's definitely less work, and I love it, and it's how I found my feet and my love for it, and I have a little bit of a talent for talking. Who knew? All those teachers that wrote on my report card, the talk's too much. Like, look at me now. Let me talk to him. That's so fucking hilarious.
Look at me now. But no, the one-on-one conversational thing is kind of how I found my confidence and to do more and more. And now we've done like we do the one with the 5 of us for the horror. We've done panel ones before. We actually did a 1-year celebration back in May, and we had 27 creators on across a 10 hour. We didn't do them all at once. We did it across a 10-hour stream. We had like 2 to 4 on at once, and we
Oh,
just
I love
and we just
that.
kept going, and we just kept bringing them in and
Yeah.
changing it up. It was absolutely incredible. It was.
I was
it
gonna
was
say,
so
I'm gonna
much
try
fun.
to do something like that. Like I said, we're celebrating a year in August, and we're gonna try to do a subathon. It's gonna be my first one on Kick. I don't know how it's gonna go.
I love that.
But we're gonna plan like Jeopardy, and so we're gonna try to
Oh,
have a
that's
couple of
so
friends on
cool.
for Jeopardy. What's on the box? I don't know if you've seen that, but I'll have a couple people put random stuff in the box. I'll step away. They'll show my community, and then I'll come back, and I'll have to guess if they're telling me the truth or not of what's
Oh
in the
my
box.
god, I love that.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Hannah came up with a good idea yesterday for me. I think we're gonna do fuck, marry, or kick. Like instead of fuck, marry, kill, we'll do kick.
Oh
And
no, I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause it's kick based.
I love it.
So I'll have a couple of content creators jump in and out for stuff like that, or Fortnite, Fall Guys, and just try to get a lot of people who've like really helped me stay on this platform, because really I think that there's like 30 to 40 people that I've really genuinely have just really fucked with super hard on Kick, and I'm
Mhm.
just like we gotta get all of them in here.
Yeah, I know. I love that. That's amazing.
Dude, Ika, she messaged me in the middle of the night last night. I was like, "You're crazy, bitch. I love it. Let me write this down."
I love it.
Chop, I try to be. So we'll try to do some rotations of Fortnite, Fall Guys. We'll try to get everybody in, but we'll see. And that's so cool. You get 27 people in. We're gonna try to get close to that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it was madness, but it was so much fun.
Try
It
not
was
to
a
swear for
blast.
3 hours. I do owe you guys a no swearing stream. Don't know
A
when we're
whole
doing
stream.
that.
I have a thing where I have to do 5 minutes, and I can't do that, especially when I'm playing horror games. I lose complete control over my mouse when I'm scared, and it's a thing.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a thing. Like, I say the most random swear words and combinations of swear
Hey,
words.
we're best friends now. That's crazy.
Oh,
yeah,
it's something.
it's a whole stream. I think it was from the DreamHack goal stream, so I have to do that. Oh man, I owe you guys a lot of stuff. I owe you guys like a one-shot D&D campaign. I think I owe you guys a Jessica Rabbit cosplay. There's a couple things I still got to do. The no swearing stream. I'm just crying. Oh, I think I got to play Apex. Oh no, I got to play Overwatch
Oh
again.
wow.
I raged so hard one time on Overwatch.
I love
I
it.
like saw red. I've never raged that much before. I had to like midstream. I left and ran into my bed and just screamed into my pillow.
I love
so
that.
bad. I was thinking about fucking flipping my goddamn desk.
I
Did
love
someone
it.
say Overwatch? Oh my god, Chop! If you play Overwatch, let me know, because I do need some bitches.
I love that.
Schedule it, Ika. We'll do it on the day that is the day of the day of the day.
Oh, that is good scheduling right there.
Yes,
I am
so
here
good.
for that kind of scheduling.
So good.
That is my
so
kind of
good.
schedule right there. So
Chop, carry me.
be her backpack. I forgot what I was gonna say there. Yeah. So what do you think are the the best parts of Kick as a platform?
I feel like I can be myself a little bit more here on Kick. Twitch, I've really, made it an 18 plus place. And people know I'm a sailor and stuff like that. But over on Kick, I feel like I can bring out some more of like my dommy mommy vibes. I always act like I can be very dominant, and I can't. But we be out here, we be trying.
I love that.
I like that Kick is a little bit more lenient, but also I feel like that can balance on a scale. It can be very scary that Kick's more lenient, because I feel like some people will get away with stuff on Kick that they maybe shouldn't, but I feel like that happens on every site.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kick has been really
it's a hard
wonderful.
one, that, though, isn't it? Because like I know that when Kick first started, they were really all about giving people the space to create content that they want to make with no restrictions.
Exactly.
Like, to give that freedom of speech. And it's been a real, even if you spoke to Andrew and Eddie about it, it's been a real journey getting that right.
Yeah,
And they
because
definitely
they're-
got it very wrong in the beginning, and they've said that themselves.
It's very much a gray line, because I definitely do feel like there should be platforms where people can really be themselves, but it's just it's kind of a catch-22, because I also don't think that there definitely should be rules and boundaries and way to protect your communities, for me personally, and that was the biggest reason I didn't want to move to Kick immediately. Is because there wasn't a lot of mod tools. Now that they've came out with mod tools and a couple other things to protect your community, that's kind of when we really jumped over here to check it out.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that they admitted it too. And that's another reason why I do like Kick, is they've been very open and they've been very honest about certain things. Again, there's shitty people everywhere, but if you're gonna create a community anywhere, it's all about what you create and what you can make from it,
And that's it, exactly. And like I feel like they've managed with that side of it. They've very much managed to kind of stay true to their vision, but keep people safe at the same time. Because there is still a lot of shit on here that you wouldn't see on Twitch. That's not my cup of tea, and I don't want to watch it. But they've done it in a way that now, if you are breaking the law, or you are if you're saying and doing things that are like internationally completely unacceptable, and those things are reported, that's one of the biggest points that I always bring up, because people seem to think that Kick have eyes on every stream every minute of every day, and they don't. As if you see this shit, you have to report it.
Yeah, you do need to report
if it's illegal or internationally unacceptable, then they will take action, and they have their own way of taking action, and that's fine. But they do take action, and if that behavior persists, those people will be removed from the platform, and that's all you can really ask. And it still gives everybody that freedom to do what they want to do, but it keeps people safe at the same time. Is there anything you think Kit could do better?
Oh man. Coming in hot, eh? I definitely think Kick is a newer platform than Twitch, so and that's my biggest thing, is that there's so many people who are like, Kick needs to get with the times, they need to be like Twitch. Kick is trying to not just be like Twitch. Kick is trying to be like Kick, first of all, but also Kick is way newer than Twitch. Twitch in the very beginning, I wasn't around when Twitch first came out, but I know that there was hiccups in the very beginning. Every big company with any genre, anything, always has hiccups. It's so much trial and error. I do feel like Kick can work more on like the creator dashboard. I really like to see that they've brought channel points. I think I saw something that they're gonna bring kicks over, like bits. I don't know how true that is or when that's happening.
That's been on their roadmap for quite a while. It's definitely something that's coming.
That would be really cool to have.
I think they're waiting until they can have PayPal, because they're looking to get PayPal and other payment methods integrated as well. And I think that kicks and that will go hand in hand.
Yeah, see, that would be very cool. And it's cool that they're working on that. And it's cool that they're letting us know some of the stuff that they're working on. They never removed the DJs on Twitch and Kick that doxed and harassed me. Ooh, Renegade. That's so annoying. Like Panda said, though, make sure you guys are reporting.
Make sure you report it.
That's super important.
Like, one of the things we always have to keep in mind as well is that a creator can only be held accountable by the platform for what they're doing on the platform.
Yeah.
which is shit sometimes. If someone's done something like that to you but they haven't done it while they're live, then there's not an awful lot, unless it's unless there's evidence of them breaking the law recently, then there's not a lot they can do about it. They can't remove someone because they've harassed someone offline, even if there's evidence. If there's been no actual law breaking, a platform won't remove them for that. To
me, I'm not gonna name drop, but at the beginning of this year I went into someone's stream and they were like belligerently drunk, and I feel like that's a Twitch rule. You can't be that drunk. But they started yelling at me. They were very mean.
Was this on Kick?
This was on Twitch.
This was
Twitch. And me and Ika actually got banned from their community because Ika was trying to stand up for me, and it was very insane, and I won't go into too much detail about it. But one of my mods tried to report it, but they had deleted the VOD already. And nothing really happened from that. And I was like, that was on Twitch.
Yeah.
I feel like Twitch can still see the VODs after they're deleted.
Yeah. I feel like
But you know, sometimes you just don't know. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to report it. But one of my mods did report it.
yeah.
And I was just like, damn. Sometimes you just never know.
You don't
too.
know. And a platform can definitely be selective. I don't know if anyone follows some of the bigger streamers on Twitch and Kick and things at the minute, but there's definitely some selective behavior in how actions are reacted to by the platform, shall we say. I'm not gonna get into that, but
we'll drink to that.
I've definitely seen people getting banned for very little on Twitch, and then other people who are friends with the boss man getting away with absolute murder. Not actual murder, but real bad shit and getting away with it. It's at the end of the day, these platforms are whoever's really. Are we for real? Are we actually coming back with a new account that says your mod banned me wrongfully?
I'm so sorry,
it's fine.
Panda.
Don't be silly. My mods are great. They're used to it. That's just so sad. You really need to find a new hobby, my love. That's,
but I know who that is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
I glanced into the mod chat and I think there's been some DMs and things, and yeah.
Chat, I want y'all to know that I love everybody, and everybody is really welcome into my community if you can follow basic rules and basic human decency.
I was gonna say the basic rules of human decency. That's not a lot to ask of people, really, is it?
But let me tell you something, Panda. It is. Oh God, it
I
is.
know. It's like, especially in this world.
So if you get banned, bestie, there was definitely a reason.
Yeah, well, they've been banned here now too, so that's why
I'm
they've
so
come back
sorry,
in here.
chat.
So
Thank you guys for being here, chat. Let's see some of your favorite emotes. Let's get some love
Ever
in the chat.
apologize for someone else being an asshole, Serena? That's not yours to apologize for.
I know, but I don't want to bring in negativity
Oh,
to someone else's
if
chat.
it's not someone who's come in with you, it would be someone off the front page. They're used to it, honestly. On a normal day, we play with the trolls. We have a great time with them. So it's not going to upset anyone here. You are good. You are all good.
Oh shit.
We love the trolls in here.
Good. I like it.
Speaking of that, actually, trolls. How do you deal with trolls in your streams, and has it been a learning curve with you over the years of streaming?
Yes, absolutely.
Tom, you're a troll.
Tom, we love you, bestie.
You're a good troll, though.
For me, like I said, I've been streaming for 5 years, so there's been a lot of learning experiences. There's been a lot of gray area. There's been a lot of times where I have my mods do the dirty work because I'm a pussy, and I can't block or ban people for the most part. I think my mods have really helped me come out of my shell a little bit more and really just tell people, like, I don't like that. You're breaking a rule. Because I have rules and I really spell it out for everybody on so many different things. And I'm like, how do you not know that that's not okay? You know? One of my biggest things that I've heard and that I even express on stream all the time as a streamer, you have to do what makes you happy. I think if you are a streamer, you should have boundaries and rules. There's some people who are like, I don't care, you can do whatever you want. That's not really for me. That's not really my vibe. I'm not gonna shit on you if you don't have boundaries and rules. I do. I have to protect myself. I have to protect my community. But I've also heard that, like, boundaries can be like a river. Certain things can be okay sometimes, certain things cannot be okay sometimes, and it's okay for your boundaries and your rules to change a little bit. You know, when
fluid.
Exactly, it's very fluid. When I first started on Twitch, like I said, I was a teenager or just right at 20. So I had left my community open for anybody, for kiddos, anybody. My sister was still underage. I didn't really see an issue with having everybody in there at any age, you know, especially because I did Fortnite. So it was okay if, like, kids hung out in chat. And then I finally got to the point where I was like, I don't want to hang out with kids. I don't want kids in my chat, you know? And I told my mods, I told my community, and we got everybody out who was under 18. And I love that I've changed that role. Dealing with trolls is hard. There's some days that I let it eat me up. after stream, I'll lay in bed and I'll cry and I'll be like, this person fucking hates me.
No.
You know, I don't know why I let them get to me.
No.
And my boyfriend is like such a hype man. He's like, Serena, go look at your comments right now. You
Yeah.
have 100 sweet messages,
Mhm.
100 beautiful comments, and one little motherfucker's talking shit to you, and you're gonna let that bitch eat you alive.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yes, bitch, I am. I don't know why.
No, don't give them that power. They're not allowed it. It's hard though.
But,
It's not easy.
I have told my mods over on Kick I want to be, like I said, a little bit more Dobby Mommy vibes. That we want to try to be a little bit trolly to the trolls. But if someone like immediately comes in and they hit that fucking line, like if they jump way over that gray area line, just ban block delete, you know?
Yeah.
But if someone's kind of toying around, we kind of like play cat and mouse a little bit just to see. But again, that's a kind of a gray area. Sometimes I'll let things slide, and then sometimes I'm like, "Hello, mod, can we get a ban? Can we get a delete?" Oh, thank you. I can sorry, mommy. I can learn for you, Holly. I'm trying.
I love that. You're so cute.
But
You're the cutest Dommy Mommy ever.
oh, that makes you so happy. To me,
so
though,
sweet.
I feel like I've always heard that like you're never gonna make it if you don't have trolls and haters, and it just fucking sucks because they're literally just keyboard warriors, and that's all that it is, you know. And then sometimes it makes me feel sad for them.
Yeah. Well, I don't often feel sad for them.
No,
No.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm like, damn, this person obviously is not getting enough love, attention. Like something's going on in their life to make them be a shitty ass person.
Yeah.
you know.
I guess I kind of agree with that, but I'm very protective of my house.
Yeah.
And that
But also,
sympathy
like,
just
at a certain
disappears.
age,
And
you just know better too. Like after you're, I don't even know. Sometimes I feel like teenagers can be very fucking shitty, but even as a teenager, you know not to be shitty to other people. You really do, you know. And no matter how bad your life is and stuff, you have to take responsibility for your own fucking actions. You know.
Yeah, and the thing is, the thing to
Go
remember.
to therapy.
Yeah, we're going off like that. Like, do you need a hug? Like, do you need a hug? Is that what's up? Because like how we handle them has changed quite a lot since we hit partner. Because now there's the lovely added bonus of the more comments and the more people chatting you have in your chat, this tiny little bit more partner income you will make on Kick.
Yes.
So it becomes really fun to let them chat their shit and delete and if it's really bad and we don't want to see it, we just delete the comments as they come in, but they still count as comments. I learned
so they still count.
I learned that from
that's
Razor
so
Red.
smart.
She calls it Pac-manning. So
You gotta,
so
you
as
gotta
soon
get
as
that money. You
as
gotta
soon
get
as
that
they
bread,
put that
baby.
comment in, they eat it up like Pac-Man. That's
So smart.
so yeah, we will do that sometimes. Sometimes we will play with them. I have seen my mods, even like during conversations before, I've seen my mods just go to time. Like the ones that are not being disgusting, we have limits still, and there are lines,
Yes,
and there are certain things that can be said that will be instant ban. But if they're just going to come in and do all the usual stupid troll shit, or they're going to come in and call me fat or call me trans, or all the same things that they think are going to hurt my feelings that really are not, then we'll just leave them to it, and we'll make some,
depending on what it is on social media too, I'll sometimes be like, thank you so much for the comment, because that means they have to go back and look at my comment, and then they watch the video, so it helps get more views. You know, so like you said, if it's crossing too much of a line, then I'll delete stuff. But recently I've been like, thank you so much, thank you for the love, thank you. Like, you're literally helping me get views right now, you fucking bitch, you dumbass.
Exactly that.
Lazy said, one thing I think a lot of streamers forget is you don't actually need a reason to ban someone. If they're spoiling your vibe, get them gone.
I love that. one of my really
better at
early
that.
TikTok videos, I used to do short stream tips. I'm going to be doing them again, just like talking to the camera with stream tips things. And one of my most successful ones, and my really early ones, it was when I had bright green, kick green hair I had at the time. I still remember it because
That's so dope.
it went so big. And it was called "Ban the Fuckers," and that's what the tagline was, me going "Ban the Fuckers," and that was the exact content of it. That was like, this is your space when you do this job. If somebody makes you uncomfortable or feel unsafe safe or you don't want them in your space, then just ban them. That is okay. This is your space. You are in charge of it. We had some idiot coming in during our Horror Game Club podcast yesterday, rabbiting on about politics and about freedom of speech and about how you're all sitting here talking about games and playing games when this is happening in the world and you're taking away my legal right to freedom of speech. It's like, nah, mate, that's not how this works. This is not how streaming works. It's the opposite, man. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean I have to allow it in my space. I'm in charge here.
Well,
this is
and
my
like
house.
Like, a big thing I like to remind my community is I'm not a therapist. I don't always know the right thing to say.
Damn right, that
and
too.
I'm not going to speak on things I'm not comfortable speaking about.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and talk about politics with anybody on stream. I'm not going to do it. That is one of my boundaries, and I'm not going to do it. If you get mad at me for not wanting to talk about something I don't want to do on my channel is for me to release my stress, have fun. My place is a hangout spot.
Yeah, exactly that. Lizzie.
You know, I want to vibe. I want to have a good time. I don't want to sit here and get into serious, deep conversations. Now, like when I want to have a deep, serious conversation, I'll have it in the title. I'll have a trigger warning.
Exactly.
I feel like I try
There's
to
a time
be
and a
very
place
open
for
and
it.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But you're not going to sit here and tell me what to do.
No.
Fuck you, bitches.
Because I'm exactly the same when it comes to politics and really, really divisive topics. I just don't enter into it. And to be honest, if it's being discussed in another stream, I'm kind of outy. Unless it is like I have a friend who used to quite often end up talking about politics and I'd be like, see ya. But eventually he kind of noticed that was happening with not just me, with a few other people. So he started up a separate thing that was like specifically to talk about politics, like almost like a podcast thing, where he would have people on and they would talk about current affairs and politics. And that's totally fine because I will not tune into that. But I want to watch your gaming streams. If I'm coming to chill and watch a gaming stream or just chatting or whatever it is, and I'm there to chill, I don't want to hear about politics. I fucking avoid watching the news, man. The world is a shithole. We come here to escape that fucking madness.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear.
Bitch, period. I mean, and again, that goes back to boundaries and protecting your community, you know? And like you said, if you have a friend who's down for that, then they can do whatever the fuck they want. We don't want that here, and we don't have to talk about it, you know? And it's really crazy when viewers do come into chat and say things that are going on in the world, and it makes me feel so bad, but a lot of times I'm trying to get better about being like, hey, I know that this is going on, but please remember that this is not the place for that.
Yeah.
You know?
We're just a zero tolerance.
There's some
on
people
that.
who are like, streamers need to take accountability and streamers need to talk about things, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable talking about things like that online, so I don't have to.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You can't, just because we have a platform, it doesn't mean that the public can put pressure on us to talk about these things. And that doesn't mean that we don't care. And that if we could make a difference, then maybe we would. But this is not what we're here for.
And there is a lot of things I do talk about.
Yeah.
Like I've done a lot of charity work. I've done a lot of mental health conversations, a lot of pride events.
Yeah.
You know, certain things.
I was
Like the
gonna
things
say,
I'm
like,
comfortable with, I do.
Yeah, and
know?
that's it. We're allowed to pick and choose our values and what is important to us to talk about, because like the LGBTQIA plus community is something that means a lot to me as well, and we talk about that a lot, and we have sometimes dipped into like trans rights and things like that, because I'm like, those things are close to my heart and affect me in my life directly. And also it's very important to me that everyone knows they're welcome here, and that is something I will fight for. I can't fight for what's going on in war-torn countries and other things, and with governments and different political parties and all of that stuff. I can't. That's not in me to fight for that, but I will fight for the basic human rights of the people next to me. You know, because they're trans or whatever, these rights are being taken away. I will get on my soapbox about that, and we are allowed to make those choices, guys. We're allowed to say, well, actually, this is something I will talk on because it's incredibly close to my heart, because this is our space. And you know what?
Yes.
If you don't like it, it's really, really easy to fix it. Change
There's
the fucking
the door.
channel. Change the fucking channel. Change the
outta
fucking
here.
channel. It's that simple. Like, I try and keep things as inclusive as I can for everything, but there are some things that are just a no-brainer. If you're going to come in here with racism or transphobia or anything at all, that excludes those people from our communities, then you can fuck off, and I will
Get
tell
outta
you.
here, bitch.
It's as simple
You're
as that.
gone. There's the door. Take the trash out.
Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, that's my little soapbox moment. There we go. But we do get on our soapbox sometimes, and yeah. Yeah, back to it. Did he like it? Get to fuck then. Exactly that. Get to fuck then.
You're so funny, Lizzie. You're so good.
That is exactly it. But yeah, don't be afraid to set those boundaries or change them, like you said. Because context is so important when it comes to boundaries and what's acceptable and what's not as well. Absolutely. So to come back to Kick a little bit, how involved in like streamer Twitter are you?
Oh
This
dear.
is always a fun conversation.
oh dearie me. So streamer Twitter is on fire a lot of the time. I think a lot of it is for
Like a dumpster
engagement.
fire. Like,
Yeah. I do think a lot of people post things for engagement. I think that's great for them. I do like to do certain things for engagement, but I don't like to be lying about things. I hate when people lie about things, or if they're trying to bring someone else down for engagement. I'm not down for that.
No.
But sometimes I'll spell something wrong in a video, or just something that's more clickbaity, because
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do for views and stuff.
Exactly that. I think sometimes people forget that too. Like sometimes people are like, "Oh, you're just posting this for engagement bait." It's like, I'm sorry, I'm a content creator. Engagement is my fucking bread and butter. So I mean, as long as it's done respectfully and within your own brand and not in a way that disrespects or singles anyone out, then of course we're gonna engagement bait. We're fucking content creators.
Yeah.
Engagement pays the bills, guys.
Yeah. I feel like I've been able to meet a lot of amazing people from Twitter. I feel like Twitter is the best place for me to meet other streamers.
It's an incredible tool for streamers.
It's definitely amazing. TikTok is okay for some things like that. My Instagram still has a bunch of my modeling and stuff over there, and a lot of modeling followers and stuff, so it's been harder to get people from my Instagram and Facebook to move over here. Twitter's been great for a lot of reasons. There's also mean, nasty people on Twitter. I mean, like, again, everywhere there's mean, hurtful, shitty ass people.
Yeah.
The other day I posted something about celebrating my 1 year on Kick, and then some person was just like, females only want to support themselves, but they never want to support males. And I was like, where the fuck did this come from? I try to support my friends, and it blew my mind. It's crazy that some people think that immediately. When I see someone celebrating something, that is not my first thought. What is in your pants? What's in your pants? No, that's never my first thought. I'm like, oh, this person's doing a birthday stream, a charity stream, a subathon. I love this person. I want to hang out. I want to support them. And it's just like, you can tell that some people are only, someone said it earlier in chat, I think it was Chop. You have to network with people that you really like and not to do it for the wrong reasons. And you can tell people do it for the wrong reasons, especially when they show their true fucking colors like that, because that person's
It's always
in my
on Twitter.
Twitch chat. Yeah. And I'm like, what a fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's something.
And
I think
no one wants to support that guy for very particular. Yeah. I don't want to, and I'm not going to be mean or shitty. And a bunch of my friends actually commented back to him, but I never asked them to.
Yeah.
And I always tell my community, like, if someone's shitty, let's not be mean and hurtful back. You know, let's do our own thing. And a couple people were however they wanted to, but they were standing up for me, but I never asked for that, and I'm very grateful that I have friends who stand up for me. But even with him commenting, I feel like that definitely helped boosted that post, and I was like, well, hey, that helped a little bit,
Right. I think the thing is as well, like we spoke about engagement bait and people posting just for engagement as well, but there's another thing that happens a lot on streamer Twitter, and that's people like using it like their personal fucking diary, like when people are putting every single thought that passes through their mind, good or bad, on Twitter, and it's like, you have to remember that you're a brand. Like, some people think that when you're not on the camera, you can just say what you want, do what you want, just and that'll not affect you. But cancel culture is fucking real. Like you've got
Yeah,
to.
sometimes I think it's very funny, and then sometimes I'm like, you need
Hi,
to
Tom Tom.
delete this, bestie, especially if you're trying to get brands to work with you or sponsorships. I mean, every now and again, I'll post spicy stuff. I have a Patreon, and I do sell some of my my spicier stuff. But even then, I'm trying to be very careful of what I post because I don't want brands to see everything.
Yeah.
It takes that one clip or that one statement to go out of context. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bitch.
And I'm somebody I don't know if you notice, guys, I'm very passionate about certain things, and I've been very passionate about Kick and about a lot of things that happen on the platform, and I'm not one who will go on there and bitch and moan and complain. And the amount of times that I had to clear out, someone said not to go on the For You on Twitter, and I had to I had to clear out my friends feed, and like I had to unfriend a bunch of people, unfollow, ban a bunch of people, ban a couple of words. I had to really clear out my friends thing, so when things were really bad I could sit in my friends. I still use the For You because I love to read the tea and not get involved in it.
Yes.
So I still dip over there, but if it's too much I can go back to my nice friendly friends feed.
Exactly.
But I think
and then Jokester said 100%. I hate when people always play the victim on X and complain. It's a huge turn off to me.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable.
100%. 100%.
It kind of makes me want to throw up a little bit. You know, I'm like, are you kidding me? Because we all want to make it. And I feel like if you are a content creator and you're trying to do this full time, everyone wants to see bigger numbers, more comments, more likes. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But you have to work hard, and you can't tear down other people
No.
trying to get to the top. You
No.
know, you can put your hand out and lift the person underneath you up, and the person above you can pull you up. And
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to be nice in this industry. Again, you don't have to be nice to everybody. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to be friends with everybody. But just to be a shitty ass person, no.
It's just not going to
Absolutely
get
not.
you anywhere in this industry either. Like, you know, there's all the personal things about being a nice human being that you're speaking about, but also like, just because you're not fucking with everybody on Kick, it doesn't mean that you can go and be an arsehole to the people that you hate publicly, because the people who might fuck with you might be turned away by that completely. You know, you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's reading it. Like, I have been known to put a Twitter post up when something's really got to me, like something's really like grinding my gears, but I'm very good at wording a tweet in a way that shows my passion and my opinion without dragging anyone else down and without it sounding like I'm shitting on anyone directly. And I did one recently, and we'll kind of move on to this a little bit. I did one about the emoters and tabbers that happen on Kick.
Yes. I've
So-
seen that all over the place right
Yeah.
now too.
So that's something, we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but it's something that I've been aware of and I changed my rules because it was something that happened a lot here and I was not a fan of. So we changed my rules to make it unacceptable here. We kind of, if people do it while they're live, if people emote or put copy and pasted messages while they are also live streaming, and we've never had conversations with them before, they're not a part of our community, they've never wanted to be a part of it, and they don't respond when I speak to them, when they do post in the chat, we time them out. Repeat offenders, we ban, because they're not helping, they're not building anything here. And we've been doing that for it's coming up for a year since we put those rules in place.
Oh, nice.
And what everyone else is doing, I have never given a shit about. But why I posted about it just now is because we are seeing so many of these people who would do this all the time becoming verified.
Yep.
And getting partnered. And that is what, and I had to reiterate it so many times in the comments, because I'm like, I genuinely do not give a shit if you're tabbing and emoting. Live your life your way. What I care about is the platform that I love, that I've championed for 2 years, that have said openly they will not reward inflated viewers, and that tabbing counts as inflating viewers, are now verifying and partnering these people left, right and center. And I've got friends who are partnered and verified who feel like that's lost it's lost its sparkle. It feels like that thing they earned doesn't mean as much as it did because so many people are getting it this way. And I have new streamers in my community who are like, what's the point in in trying to do it the right way when you're surrounded by people who are being rewarded for doing it the wrong way, and it's just had such a negative effect on my world as a whole.
It really sucks that there's people who are doing it for the wrong reasons, because I am a huge lurker. As much as I want to show up for everybody, I love to lurk. So I really do pull, like right now I have 6 people tabbed over here. And I'll throw an emote in there, or I'll respond whenever I can have sound on. But I genuinely love the people that I have up right now, and I want to support them, you know?
That's where the context is so important. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so when people are like, I hate when people only emote in chat, I'm like,
no.
Fuck, I love emotes, you bitches.
And that was my thing as well. I remember it was we spoke about setting boundaries and things. That was one I really struggled with, was putting this one in place. Because I didn't want people to think I hated lurkers or I hated emotes, because I love both. But
like you were saying, there is a difference, because like I said, the people I have up right now, I do talk in their chat. I listen to them, I respond to them, and it's not just emotes. But even on Kick, I have seen people who never talk in my chat besides just emotes. So there is a difference. If you want to drop emotes when you're lurking and you're working and you're doing school, whatever, that's totally different.
100%.
Especially if you've had conversation with me, you've said hi, you've said hello, you've told me about your day. Especially if you do / lurk. I know that you're lurking and you're just throwing emotes in there to let me know that you're still there.
Yes,
I appreciate that. But if you're only emoting, and you, like you said, especially when they're live.
When they're live is when we have our rule for. Anything else is a grey area, and we'll give people a chance. If they're not live, we'll see what happens over time. But if you're live...
Whenever I collab, I do it.
I love you.
Like yesterday, we collabed with Swift Kiss, Mountain, and Queen Lily. So I had them all tabbed up too, and I'll drop emotes and stuff. But I feel like that's way different, especially when you're collabing with someone.
Yes, that's totally different. It's totally different. And that's the thing. And I feel like every time we talk about it and I tweet about it, we're having... I spend so much time explaining. Like, I had so many people respond to that tweet and be like, so what? I'm not allowed to tab up my friends when I'm playing games with them. I'm like, I literally spelled it out on purpose at the beginning of the tweet to say exactly what we're talking about, because it is a very specific thing that people are doing.
But people are really getting mad about it, they know that it's about them.
Yeah. But like the next time it happens, right? The next time someone comes into your chat and drops emotes and you don't know who they are, you've never spoken before, click on them, because they'll be live. Go into their live and it will be full of emotes. Click on someone else in theirs. And it will take you to another live streamer and another live streamer. And what made me tweet about it was that I can now do that with verified streamers. A streamer will go into my friend's chat and post, got you locked in, fam, here all day, emote, and they've never spoken before, or they've never said anything apart from that, and you click with a verified tick, and then you click on them and you go to their stream and it's full of other verified ticks who were doing the exact same thing. I did it once and I clicked through like 10 verified streamers, and they were all live and they were all doing exactly the same thing to each other and to other people, and it's just like, it's out of control. Like what message is that putting out to new people and viewers on this platform, when the verified streamers are spending half their stream tabbing up? Because some of these people are tabbing up like 30, 40, 50 people and doing
insane.
This. It's mad.
I want to be verified so bad, and we're more than halfway there. We're so close. But
Make sure you go and follow Serena. Her it's pinned to the top and it comes up in the chat every like 5 minutes. So if you're not following her, then I'm gonna come for you all.
Any extra love is super duper appreciated. I mean, and we're really celebrating a big party next month. Even if you guys can't drop subs, just pull me up, tab me, lurk me, get to know me if you like my vibes. But I really want to do it the right way. You know, we all want to, like I said, we all want bigger numbers. We want more comments, likes, things like that. But I really want to genuinely grow. And so sometimes I knock on myself. I'm like, bitch, you only have 20 to 35 viewers. Like, that's horrible. But then I'm like, I look at the 20, 35 people who show up every fucking day. And I'm like, dude, I'm down for these bitches. These people are my friends and I really fuck with them, you know, and I'm so grateful, you know?
Yeah. It's super upset for people trying to get there, honestly. Amethyst, honestly, that's the thing. Like, I'd up to the point where I tweeted, because I wasn't sure whether to tweet, because I felt like, because I did that. I tagged Andrew Santa Maria in my tweet.
Oh, bitch.
Because I said, because it was very much about,
that's so funny.
It's not about them doing it, because I've come to terms with them doing it. And again, I don't give a shit what other people do in their streams. We have it down to a fine art how we deal with them here. Not a problem. but the fact that they're getting verified and partnered every other day. There's another name that's been banned from my chat for doing it, or that I see in every other chat I go to with the same messages every night, and they're posting on Twitter that they got verified. They're posting on Twitter that they got partnered, and it is so disheartening for both sides of that coin. Like I say, the people who have achieved it. I used to be so proud of my verified tick. I've only had it for a few months, and when I first had it, like I remember a friend saying to me she got verified in the early days of Kick when things were quite different, and she used to say that she wished she could take it off because people treated her differently, because there was obviously less verified streamers then, and she said sometimes when I go into a chat, people will kind of try and suck up a little bit and treat you differently, so I wish I could take it off. But I was like, I don't ever want to take mine off. I'm so fucking proud. I worked my fucking ass off for that tick.
I feel like I can see it from both sides. I really can.
Today I would quite happily give that tick
partner, and they've said the same thing. You know, that people do treat you different and stuff. But I'm like, fuck, like you said, it's a lot of fucking hard work, and you want to show that off, bitch. It is,
but now, today, I would quite happily take it off sometimes, because I feel like the verified streamer on Kick is not being represented in the way it should be, because everybody's seeing verified streamers. I actually went into someone's chat once, recently, and went in, and someone I'd never met before. I was trying to like network with somebody new, and I went in and I was chit chatting with them, and they actually said to me, "Oh my god, a verified streamer that actually talks."
Oh.
And I was like, how fucking sad.
Ooh.
How sad is that? How sad is that is the impression that is out there of verified Kick streamers right now?
Yeah, I mean, you never know, and I don't know. I feel like, for me personally, I don't care if you have 2 viewers or 200 viewers. I want to vibe with you for your vibes and how you are, you know, and unfortunately that's not how everybody is.
No.
There is going to be people out there who are like, oh, this person's verified or this person's partner, you know. And I don't know. I've had people come into my chat who are partner, and I don't like their vibes, so I don't hang out with them.
Yeah, that's okay.
Someone said it just a little bit ago. You have to build a community in a place where you want to get to know each other and support each other, but it has to be real support. It can't just be emotes. It can't just be lurking. And as someone who is a huge lurker, I have a part-time job. I work as a part-time photographer's assistant. I do day of wedding coordination on weekends. I try to stream full-time. I try to hang out with my family, my friends. We all have other excuses, and I am a huge lurker, but I try to be active in chats when I can.
You know, I'm a big lurker because I'm a yap, Serena.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, everyone's like, just a lot of the time I don't even come in and say hello and let people know I'm lurking, because if I do, that's me chatting for 40 minutes. I don't get anything done.
And then you get distracted, and then you're behind on everything, and you're like, God damn it, you fucking
I will quite often have a lot of your streams up, like 1 or 2. I can't cope with more than like a couple up at a time, but I'll have 1 or 2 when I'm working, and I'll dip in and out, and I'll be listening to one, and then I'll switch. Sometimes I find myself just watching and working away, but you'll never know I'm there, because if I talk to you, I'll never work again.
But it's like you said, it's that gray area of like, and I feel like you can tell when people are genuine. You know, my biggest thing, and I see Slashly in chat, so Slashly, I'm sorry I'm calling you out. You stream a lot when I work. You really do. So I can't be very active in your chat, but I like that I can also see you guys on other platforms. I see you guys on TikTok. I see you guys on Instagram. So I like to, and even Amethyst is in chat too. I like that I can react and support you guys on other platforms, you know? And you can tell when people are just emoting in chat to get viewers, or like when they're emoting in chat because they want to be there, but they're lurking, because I stalk you guys on other socials.
If you know them, it's so different. It is such a specific thing, and I know that Slashly said there that there needs to be a cleanup to check who's botting, because there is the whole botting issue as well. I didn't get on my soapbox about botting, and I don't talk about it as much because I find it a much harder thing for me to like speak honestly on, because I don't really get it. And I don't know
how
enough
it
about it. I
works.
don't understand it enough. I know people are doing
Yeah,
it, so I'm
me
not
too.
gonna put my head above the parapet on it because
Yeah.
and I know that they're working on it. I can see changes. I can see people who were clearly botting who don't have the same numbers they used to. I can see that they've changed, like front page numbers have changed. Things are changing with botting. I kind of stay out of that, but tabbing is just as big an issue, and it is also people are now using bots to post the same message in multiple chats while they're live instead
I've
of just
seen that.
tabbing
That's
them
insane.
up. There's a bot now where you can sign up and it'll use your username to go and put the same comment in everyone's like 100 streams.
I just rolled my eyes so
It's-
fucking hard right
it's-
there.
Utterly insane.
Damn it! People piss me off.
But yeah,
Sorry.
again, people are always going to do that. They're always going to find the shortcut. They're always going to be arseholes who
Oh,
want things the easy way. For me, I would really like to hear from Kick on what they're why they're fucking verifying them all, because some of the people they're verifying and partnering, it is blatant. It is blatant. There's nothing in
You
their
gotta ban
chat.
'em. You gotta get them out.
200 viewers and nothing in their chat apart from "got you locked in, fam" and 16 emotes, and every single person that's posted in their chat is also live. Like it's so blatant to see.
Ika, that was so
like,
random, but I love that.
I wish I were a model. I'd be saying, I get that though. I get that.
Period.
And that is the thing as well, that all these people who are just starting out and who are smaller and they're trying to push for verification and do things the right way, I can totally understand why sometimes your mind would go, oh, why am I fucking bothering putting in all this hard graft when I'm surrounded by these arseholes who just tab up 50 of their mates and do fuck all on their stream. I mean, 80% of these people, their content is complete gash, let's be honest. It's awful. There's nothing, because they're spending 70% of their stream posting in 50 people's fucking streams.
Yeah, I just had a viewer come into my chat and said
Exactly,
that I jumped
Sash.
onto the Kick bandwagon a little bit too late. He was like, if you would have jumped on before a year ago, you would probably be better or whatever. And he was like, it's dying out now, blah 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 blah. But I'm like, I don't know, hopefully it's not, hopefully, like you said, that Kick will work on some of that botting things. Some people will try to jump away from that emoting and stuff, but I mean, again, as much as I want partner and verification on both Twitch and Kick, like, even if it takes me a long time, I'm going to do it the right way.
Exactly.
We're going to slowly build our community. We're going to network with the people that we actually like, that we vibe with. And even if they don't come and hang out with us, there is
It's worth it.
streamers on Twitch and Kick both that I hang out with, and I do not see them in my chat. I don't get mad about it. I really don't even think about it until there's conversations like this, but it's because I like them. I really do. There is streamers who hang out in my chat that I do not watch because I'm not the biggest fan of their content.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword and it is what it is. But again, I'm going to support the people that I like, that I vibe with, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, and I think that kind of moves us into another really important point as well, which is like, nobody owes anyone their time. Like just because you're hanging out in my chat doesn't mean I have to come and hang out in yours. Just because you've supported me like hugely for donkey's ages doesn't mean I owe you that in return. That's not how this works. Obviously, when it comes to friendships and things, that when you have a close friendship, if people support you, your friends support you, you support them back. That's different. But when it comes to just creators on creators, like nobody, even just viewers, nobody owes you their time. I see so much entitlement in some creators in this industry that think that because they've done so much for everyone else that they should have that in return, and that's not how it works. You have to do the work and grow.
From gifters too, like people who drop bits or subs or dollar donations or anything. I hate to see it, not just in my chat but other people's chats, where it's like, hey, I donated, you have to play with me, or you have to do this, you have to do that. No, the fuck I don't. Now if I'm doing a subathon or a dollar-thon or something and you hit the goal, then of course that makes sense. But you're not going to come in or expect me to drop subs and bits back to you. As much as I would like to support my other friends money wise, monetarily wise, I'm a fucking broke ass bitch.
Damn, we
I-
are besties now. We're besties
Yeah.
now, guys.
We are besties. So I am a broke ass bitch, but when I see a way you can support your friends for free when they're doing streams like that, you raid into them.
Yes.
You do lurk them. You
Mm-hmm.
keep chat engaged. If they share something on Twitter because they're promoting
Share the
event,
socials.
you
Exactly.
retweet
Yeah.
it. You talk about it. You tell your best friend who also is a viewer to go in there and chat.
Yeah.
You don't always have to
Acknowledge when
support
people.
your friends money wise, but being in chat and showing up is so important.
Yeah.
Period.
100%, and you can support in so many
Exactly.
ways, like especially as a creator when you have this platform yourself. If you see somebody, like we do it all the time, if I see somebody that I think has got great content that my people would vibe with, we're like, get your ass over there, go and see them.
Get your asshole over there.
Yeah, a lot of people are a little bit scared to do that, to push people towards other streamers
Yeah.
because they're scared that their own community might be diluted that way. But I always like to say I feel like I'm living proof that that's not the case, because we have made such a point of showcasing everyone who comes on Kit Conversations. We shout them out. I shout at them, go and fucking follow. I send them there. We raid out to the most amazing people. I've seen people come into my community and then I raid them out somewhere and then I never see them again. But that's okay, because then somebody new will come to my community. And if you genuinely, if you do that genuinely because you want to share, you want your people to be shared with other people, then it comes back tenfold, guys. And like I say, I think we're living proof here. I've been pushing you all on other creators for 2 years, and the growth is.
I feel like it's so beautiful because I have raided into people, and then sometimes I do see my viewers very active in their chats and maybe not as much in mine, but it makes me happy because you could find your next favorite content creator in a raid.
Yeah.
And that's why I always tell you guys, like, stick around for the raid. You might not vibe with them, but you might really vibe with some people. I found some really cool people from raids myself that have become very close friends to me. You just, you just really never know.
From raids, from hanging out in each other's streams, from things like this, where like we always find that my community merges with. Like my community have probably met people, especially those who've been with me for over a year. They've met 51 different creators and their communities with me, and lots of them have gone and started watching people through Kit Conversations, and I just think it's great. But I totally, like, not taken away from the fact that those feelings are valid. Hang on, words are hard. We've all felt those feelings, like especially when you're new to streaming and you're growing, and somebody new has come into your stream and you're like, oh my god, I've got a new viewer, and then you see them in your friend's stream all the time and never in yours. And when you're initially growing, like I always like to keep it very real. I've definitely had moments in the early days of my streaming where I found that really hard, and I did be like, why would they prefer to hang out there than here? And feel those feelings, feel your feels, but then learn from them and realize that that's not how this works, that you don't own anyone. No one is your viewer or your community member. We are all human beings and we'll go where we want to go. And once you properly understand that and really shift your mindset and learn that sharing communities is the best way to grow, then everything changes completely.
And I mean, it's really, really beautiful. One of my good friends, Brett, recently started streaming again. And a lot of my friends will go into his community. It makes me so happy because I think he's a great content creator. I think he's so good at Fortnite. And to just see some of my friends go over there, you should want to support your friends. You should want to see the people that you raid into grow and succeed. Like, if you're raiding into someone and you don't want your viewers to be there, why are you raiding into them then?
Right,
you know?
exactly that.
Like, raid into people that you like, or when I raid, I try really hard to raid into people who are new sometimes that I don't know, because I try to, that's how you grow, that's how you network. I always, if I am raiding into a stranger, I'm like, guys, I don't know who this person is, I don't know how the vibes are, let's go check it out together.
Vibe check, yeah.
You know, because
sometimes
I've raided into people and I'm like, this ain't the vibe, but then I'm like, oh, this bitch is cool, you know. But I mean, you got to keep it real with your community, and you have to be okay with people jumping around. again, my name's Serena Paris. I have a community and it's called the Serena Kingdom.
I,
I treat it like a real castle. No one can just jump in. Yeah, no one can just jump in. Someone has to meet you at the gates, a royal guard or myself in Discord. We have to ask you, are you over 18? I always tell people not to tell me their fucking age. And so many people tell me, and I'm just like, say yes or no. We'll let you in if you're over 18. And then, like, you go on your own journey. You come back and you go out the doors. Sometimes you're gone for a day. Sometimes you're on an adventure for a year. It's a revolving door. It's in and out.
Yes,
And
I love that.
It's a kingdom. It's a community. People are going to come in and out. And I feel like that has really shifted. Is some people are going to show up consistently, and then one day they're not going to show up, and it's a little bit sad. When I first started, I think about some of the viewers from the very beginning 5 years ago, and I'm like, damn, I hope they're doing well. Like, one of my first viewers has a baby now and has moved on and isn't around a whole lot. I've watched people find girlfriends. I've watched people get married. It's a crazy experience, and you have to know that people cannot show up 24/7.
Yeah, and it's so true.
Can
and
I
like
piss
said,
real quick?
yeah, go. Go.
Chat, we're
Absolutely.
going piss.
Go piss. I'm gonna do some shout outs. In fact, guys, yeah, that's fine. I'm on it now. I'm on it. Let's do it. Let's shout some people out. Who else is here that streams? Let me see. I can't see anyone else. You are so welcome. Go and share each other. It's true though, guys. Like, so many people talk about their community and how much they love their community and they want to grow their community, but it's like, in what other place in the world could you have a community where you would be upset if someone from your community was hanging out outside the community? Like, what kind of mentality is that? And like I say, I've definitely felt that before. I definitely felt that in the earlier days, and it was definitely something I had to learn, and a mindset that had to change. But since it's changed, it's been completely life-changing. Like, it's changed everything. Yes, any other streamers come in, get them shouted out, because I don't like to interrupt to say when we're conversationing. I was about to leak. Don't leak. Just go. Make sure you wash your hands though. Yeah. Wash your hands, girl. But yeah, shading your community brings nothing but positivity. Like I said, we're living proof of that. We're living proof of it. And I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And the more you open up your community to other people, the more people open theirs up to you. And it's, especially on Kick, I find it's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. I'd be thirsty. We love people who love to share their community. That is so true. So beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm back. I'm alive. I can think now.
Did you wash your hands?
Oh yeah, I got vanilla soap. Y'all want to smell?
Oh, nice. Oh, goo. It's not goo. Right, that's it, guys. I smelled Serena Paris's fingers. Let's go.
So good. It's so good.
Always in the gutter. I always appreciate.
We don't gatekeep here, bitches.
No, I always appreciate streams like this. It's so important to hear voices and learn the experiences that led them there. Yeah, Ika, it's really important to me. Like, we talk a lot about that kind of stuff here. Like, I talk a lot about how I don't give a shit what anyone thinks, and I don't get jealous, and I don't worry about what's going on in the world. Trolls don't bother me. I love sharing my community, and I don't worry about people. But all of those things didn't happen from day one of streaming.
Exactly.
I definitely felt those feels and learned from it. And I'm all about being transparent, because I would hate somebody to be sitting in my audience during one of these conversations thinking, okay, that's great, but I do kind of feel that way a little bit. And then they feel bad because I'm saying I don't feel that way. So I always like to point out that it was a journey. It was a journey to get here.
Well, and then things like that don't happen overnight, and sometimes you still have those feelings. Like, some days I don't care that I average 20 to 35 viewers, and I'm so grateful. And then there's days that are like, I'm a failure. You know, like, I've been streaming for 5 years and I don't think I'm doing enough. I'm not growing enough. And I feel like that's on me. That's not on my community.
We're so
I
hard
never
on
wa-
ourselves.
Yeah, I never want my viewers to feel like they're not doing enough because my community really shows the fuck up, and Amethyst, that's a good way to say it too. Like, people who are successful bring each other. You have to put your hand out and help others, and then others can put their hand out to help you. But that's something I always talk about on stream too. Everyone wants a village, but no one wants to be a villager. No one wants to put the time and effort in, and people are so busy living their own lives. Sometimes it really is super hard to be a villager to other people. It's so hard to show up for your friends sometimes when you can't even show up for yourself. I get it. I really fucking do. But you have to. You have to send the memes to your friends. You have to send the TikToks. You have to show up to their bridal shower, their baby shower, their wedding, things that you don't always want to show up for. You have to show up some fucking times. And that's life in general, but I feel like that's also in streaming or anything that can help you be successful too. You have to show up. You have to.
Yeah. And like we spoke about a little bit earlier, you got to remember that there are many different ways to show up in this industry as well.
Exactly.
Because they say the more people you meet and the more involved that you get, and the harder it gets to show up for every single person you care about. Because I'm so blessed. I have more friends and more people I class as real friends and people I genuinely care a lot about now than I've had in my whole 41 years on this planet. And I can't always show up, as in be there in their stream supporting for every single one of them every single time. But the ones that matter know that I'm supporting them, and you do it in different ways. You notice that you said you retweet that tweet, you send them a message to ask how that subathon went because you couldn't make it because you were doing X. You notice. I had someone the other day and they came in the chat and I just said to them, I saw you were doing this really cool stream. That was really you bring up these things when you can, let people know that they're seen,
you see it. Yes.
Yeah. It was one of the biggest things for me, like when I was growing and learning what kind of a creator I wanted to be, and how I wanted to be in this crazy world that we are in. And I always go back to like Lauren Shea LA as a big example, because I remember when I first started going into her streams, like, even though her streams are crazy busy and the chat's always moving, like, you always feel seen by Lauren.
Yep.
Always.
And that's so important.
I was like, I want people to feel seen in my community. That's something that became really, really important to me. And I say I can't be in every single stream, but I am going to do my best to keep up on Twitter, to keep up on Discords, to keep my eye on what the people that are close, that are part of this world of mine, are doing, and let them know that I see that when I can, and it's not that hard to do that. It's a lot easier than being in everyone else's streams. Keep an eye on Twitter.
Yep.
Jump into like Discords, keep an eye on what Twitter's the best thing for it, really. Twitter's where I get most of my information. I see what people are doing and I'm like, that's a really cool idea, and I'll remember it, and next time they pop in at the stream I'll be like, oh, I saw that you were doing that stream, that's such a good idea, that's, how did that go? I saw that you did this, and that makes all the difference, and it makes me feel connected as well, even though, because you can't.
And it makes them feel seen too. It's so important to feel seen,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. One of my love languages is love of affirmation, or words of affirmation. Sorry. But I also hate when people are nice to me. So I'm trying to find that gray line.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't be nice to me.
Me too.
But you
Don't compliment me, for fuck's sake. Can you call me a dick now? Thank you.
I'll punch
Stop
you in
saying
the
nice
face if you're
things.
nice to
Yeah.
me. But it really is nice when someone jumps in the chat and says, like, I saw this or I saw that, and even if it's just a small compliment, you're like, damn, this person really seen this or felt this,
Yeah.
and it just makes my day.
It does.
So
Yeah.
good.
And that's exactly what I wanted to try and put out in the world a little bit. So yeah. Okay, shall we move on to some community? I have 2 questions from your community. Are you ready?
Oh,
Are you
God.
ready for them?
Yeah, I'm
Are they
ready.
here?
I'm scared.
We've got from Ika. Is it Ika? Am I
Ika?
saying that right?
Yeah.
And
Ika?
Lizzie.
Yay!
Ika and
I'm
Lizzie
so
have both put in a
excited.
question. I want to check that they're
Okay.
here first. Are you guys here?
Ika, Lizzie,
Ika's here.
I know Lizzie was lurking.
Okay, I'll do Ika's first then.
Okay.
I'm dying to hear the answer to this one, because it's a very confusing question to me. I feel like
I'm nervous.
So Ika's question is, why is raw onion, a cracker, and cheese your favorite snack?
Oh, Ika, I love that. I love it so much. I think a lot of it has to deal with my childhood. I would wake up in the middle
Is
of
that
the night a
actually
lot.
your favorite snacks?
It's one of my favorite snacks.
Raw
yes.
onion?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was some kind of like in joke or something, but no, these are actually wow.
Yeah, I'd wake up in the middle of the night a lot, and my grandma would be up, and we would make a snack together, and we love cheese, crackers, and onions together. A lot of times it's like the saltine cracker, but you could do it with other crackers, just regular Colby cheese. You can cut it up, and then put onion right on top of it. You know, and
Okay, that's not
I,
quite as
I
bad.
love it. So
I had
good.
like images
Like
of
the
you
little-
biting
little
into a raw
slices,
onion. Like
you
I was
know?
like, that's
You
a
cut
bit
it up
better.
nice and well, and I love it. It's so good. And I like to eat it sometimes when I'm feeling sentimental or I miss my grandma, but it just
Aw.
really truly is a great snack to me. I love it so much.
I love that. What a lovely personal question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, from Lisi, we have this is a good question. What do you think the pros and cons are of niche streaming as opposed to variety streaming and vice versa? People seem to very much fall into one camp or the other.
God,
it's a very good question.
It's so rough because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You really can't win either way. And some people are like, there's no luck in content creation, when I do feel like there is some luck based into it. There's no way that it's not, you know. Like I said, I've seen some streamers who have been on Twitch for 10 years and they cannot get out of the 3 average, even if they are a decent content creator. I've watched people blow up in less than a year. Some of them do variety, some of them very much niche down. I do think that because I do Fortnite all the time, it has hindered me in some ways because it is very oversaturated. I get told all the time, if I want to grow, I have to play games that have more viewers with less people streaming. I have looked into it, I've thought about it, but I'm like, none of those games make me happy and want to stream. If I started doing that, I would hate streaming and I would not want to hang out with my community.
Yeah, you don't
And I
want
feel like people always say, if the streamer's not having fun, if the streamer's not enjoying what they're doing, their communities can tell.
that.
And I have seen it. I've seen it multiple times when people are doing things they don't want to do. I have watched a lot of Fortnite creators get partner from consistently playing with viewers. Playing with viewers is a fun way to grow, and a lot of times people want to jump in and play with the streamer. So a lot of people who've gotten partner on Fortnite have told me that. And I'm like, I will not play with viewers every single day. I love my community. I love playing with viewers, but playing with viewers and this might be a little weird for me to say, and some people might not like it, but playing with viewers is very scary to me. I recently have started a new rule, and like you said, boundaries change, rules change. I don't let viewers jump into voice chat the first time I'm meeting them. Unless you're another content creator or a streamer or someone I personally know somewhere. You're not going to jump in voice chat with me. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. And if you think you are, or you don't want to play because you're not going to be in voice chat the first time we play, then you're not fucking playing with me. Playing with viewers, I've had people be very horrible, say very horrible things, say stuff against TOS. So no, I mean, and again, that sucks that, you know, a couple people have ruined it for everybody else, because I'm sure that there is a lot of viewers who want to hang out, get to know me, chat with me. I love playing with other streamers, and I love when I can jump into their Discord and play with them. But I could not do it every single day. Whenever I wake, Fridays is normally my viewer day. I wake up on Fridays thinking, today viewers can come in and it could be completely shitty. Like, I have to get my mind to playing with viewers. And some people are like, that's so weird that you have to do that. But
I
I
don't
have
think
to,
it's
like,
weird at all.
I have to mentally
get it.
prepare myself that I don't know how people are going to be.
Yeah.
I have no idea how people are going to be when I play with them for the first time. I don't know if they're going to be shitty. I don't know. And I try to make my community feel like everyone's allowed to be there, because you really are, but you're really also not. Like, if you cannot have common courtesy, if you can't be nice to me, my mods, my friends, and people like to test that. People really come for my mods sometimes, and I'm like, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're gone, pal. Like, there's some people who were like, oh, you only have to be nice to the streamer. No, if you're gonna hang out with me in my community, you have to be nice to me, my mods, and anybody else in the chat. If you can't do that, you're gone. You're out of there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to play with viewers all the time. As much as I want to see more viewership, I can't do it. I don't want to do that.
Well, Amethyst has said about that as well. Like, it's hard to control your own stream, and that's that's the thing, isn't it?
It's very scary sometimes, you know, and it's overwhelming as fuck. It really is. But I have met some of my best friends from Viewer Day, so I'm very blessed that I have done Viewer Day. I've done Viewer Day pretty often for the past 2 years on Fridays for the most part. Sometimes I'll have to move it around. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it more on Kick, because we're finally building an audience here on Kick, and I want to meet some people on Kick and play with people on Kick. But I also have to have good boundaries in place. I have watched people who niche down super hard get locked in like I am on Fortnite. You know, they hit an average and they kind of plateau, and it sucks. But also for variety, I've seen the same thing. It happens
as well, yeah.
You know, so again, I think it's a catch-22. You just never know. I think one of the biggest things about being able to grow your community is being very active in chat, being very vulnerable, and very communicated with your chat. You know, I can't, for me personally, and this is a me preference. If you like this, that's totally fine with you. I don't like watching streamers who only play the game and don't talk to chat.
Yeah,
that's not for me. I've always felt like if you're gonna do that, post it on YouTube, do long form content, things like that. I'm a very hands-on lurker. I'm a very hands-on viewer. I like to have conversations. I like to listen. I like to, even when a chat is slow, I like when the streamer can still talk about the game, their day, what they've been up to, what they're having for dinner. I like to have conversation flowing, you know, so it's hard to really say what works as niching down or being a variety streamer, because I feel like there's a lot more that goes into that. Because I've seen it work and I've seen it not work for certain people, you know. So I mean,
both
like
ways as well. Like there's pros and cons.
I don't really have a great answer on that.
For live streaming, I feel like that's very different. It's different when it comes to videos only and stuff. But when you're talking about live streaming, it's very difficult to there are pros and cons both ways. I feel like it's so tricky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel the same way with the chat thing as well, though.
Yeah. It sucks too when you have to shut down a viewer, you know, you just lost them to, especially when they're like, can I play, and you say no, and then they never come back, you know. It's like, fuck, I feel like I just lost a potential new friend or a new viewer, and it fucking sucks. But
then if they just came and asked you to play and you said no, is that really someone that you want to grow your community with?
Exactly. And that's what I think at the back of my head is like, oh, if they can't come back and play with me on Friday, or I even on Twitch, I don't think I have it on Kick yet as a channel point redemption. I have a 3,000 channel point that you can play with me. So you do have to watch a couple of streams to get that, because I think that's a really good way to do it. Yeah, I don't want new people to come in and instantly be like, play with me. Yeah. But that way I know that person has come back at least 2 or 3 times, that they actually genuinely want to play with me, and that if I'm not doing a collab, I'll let them play 2 games with me, you know, because I know Fridays don't work for everybody. I know it. I know that some people have work, they're busy, family things happen on Friday. There's a million things that happen on Fridays. Fridays is the day that works for me, and the day that I want to wake up in the morning and be like, I'm playing with viewers today. I don't know what's gonna fucking happen. But that's why I give them another option to play with me, you know. But again, I put it in a boundary that I know that they've at least watched a couple of my streams. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times trolls won't sit there and get 3,000 points.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's exactly.
They'll just try to jump in immediately, you know. And
I'm exactly the same when it comes to the chat and things. Like I don't really play Fortnite. I have played Fortnite a couple of times, and it's not so bad on Kick, but like I multi-streamed it on TikTok and Twitch. Actually, it was before I did dabble in multi-streaming on Twitch with my Kick with Lazy Panda. But it didn't get very far before I got partnered. So now that I'm partnered on Kick, it would be pointless for me to go back to my brand newly affiliated, very, very quiet Twitch stream. It's like there's just no point. But Twitch and TikTok were really bad when I played Fortnite for random people asking to play, and I don't like that because I feel uncomfortable saying no to people, and I don't want to play with randoms, and I hate things. I couldn't do Fortnite all the time because I would spend my whole time having to tell people that I don't want to play with them, and then I feel really, really bad.
Oh my god, I love DreamHack. I'm very sorry you feel that way,
So-
but I loved it.
It's a massive gaming convention. But anyway, we're not talking about that right now. We're going to
Yeah.
carry on with what we're talking about. But yeah, I feel that as well because like I do multiplayer games. I do the multiplayer horror games, and my even collabing with other creators. My issue with a lot of these games is they have in-game chat, which you need because the game interacts with you. So, but then I have no control over that chat, and I sometimes I can't stand it because
I turn it off.
yeah,
I turn
but
it
then,
off immediately.
But with a lot of these horror
Immediately.
games, you need the voice chat because like maybe the
shit.
monsters can hear your voice or there's different
And
effects.
that-
Like it
and
literally
that's
is part of the
rough,
game
for
mechanics that you use the in-game chat. That happens quite a lot with my games, and I really struggle to stream them with more than one person. One person's not too bad, if it's someone you know and you know they can be respectful. But if it's more than one person, I did it the other night. I thought we'll just give it a go. I was going to be playing anyway. There was an update. I was going to be playing with a couple other creators anyway. So it's like we'll chuck the stream on, and I ended up having to stop because I was like I just can't. I couldn't stop and speak to my chat when I wanted to
And it's
because I was
hard.
talking
It's so
over
hard to do
them,
both.
and then they
Yep.
were talking over me when not in a rude way, but they were just talking. It was just I had zero control over that, and I felt like I couldn't talk to my chat, and I completely felt out of my
And see,
zone with that.
That's a big one for me, is especially when I'm doing collabs with other people. I finally I've made a paragraph and I have it in my notes, and it says all of my rules, everything I'm okay with, and then I'm always like, let's do push to talk and deafen, and like make sure we're all on the same page, because some people don't know streamer etiquette. Some people don't know.
Yeah.
Some people don't care. But I've definitely been in situations where the other streamer's just talking the whole time, which I think you should be talking to your chat as much as possible. But when you're collabing with someone else, you have to find a good way to bring the chat into an open conversation so there's back and forth. You
Yeah.
know, but like if someone comes in and drops a subs or bits or something, that's more time, or a raid, you'll deafen, you'll say hi, you'll say
Yeah.
thank you, stuff like that. But if someone's talking about chat and it's a conversation, it includes a conversation, you can say that and you can make content off of that.
Yeah,
you know?
you got to find that balance, and that's
And that's why I love having that paragraph now, because I'll send it to everybody and I'm like, look, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely stole Serena's rules and added things, and you have to. And and Amethyst, you're not the only person who said that. I've had a couple people be like, "Hey, can
I
you
need to
take
see
this
these.
idea?"
You need to send them to me. I want to see. I want to see them.
If I remember, because I have no thoughts in my brain. But and honestly, it's very basic rules. Sometimes I'm like, do I need to send this to this person because they've done collabs and they know what they're doing? But I've gotten to the point where if I send it to every single person, no one can get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a
You
really
know,
good way
if
to
I
do it.
send it to people who have done a zillion collabs, I'm like, nope, I don't care. This
Yeah.
is my boundaries, and I'm sending it to you.
And that's
I'm
fair.
gonna send it to I'm gonna send it.
And
to
if
someone
someone's
who's
got an
never done a
issue with
collab
that,
before.
then they'll probably don't want to
Yeah,
collab
and
with them.
honestly, so far I've had really good feedback on it. I've had a lot of people be like, you take collabs very serious, you work very hard on your collabs, and like it seems like you actually give a shit about doing collabs with other people, and I
Yeah.
do, so that makes me happy, you know.
Collabs are so much fun, and I love being a part of them with other streamers and things. But sometimes they can end up being more stressed than you want them to
well,
be.
and then I've done a collab with someone who was muted the whole time. And I was like, oh, well, this was a fun collab. We didn't get to talk, meet, anything.
Wow,
you know? And
that's
again, like
crazy.
I think muting and deafening is super important for certain things. But if you're collabing with someone, you get to fucking know them, ask them questions,
Yeah.
talk about the game, fucking
Why
talk to them.
why would you
Yeah.
why would you even bother if you're not doing that? But yeah, with the game, because there's so many of the games I play with other people have the in-game chat. Like my favorite way to do a collab is with two people, like me and one other creator. I like that the rapport you can have with two people, and it's a lot easier to manage.
Yeah,
like when you get in a bigger group, it becomes harder, especially if you can't
It
deafen
does.
and or you're playing with people who don't do it.
who don't know too. And I'm like, hello.
Yeah, or don't remember to. Although we all forget sometimes because we're only human.
Yeah,
but
and sometimes my stupid fucking button doesn't work, and it fucking pisses me off.
yeah, same.
But Amethyst, I'd like to hear that you've made it your own, and that makes me happy, because I feel like if anything, like even not to toot my own horn or anything, but I was in BBS's chat a couple months ago. She's like, Serena, you work so hard on your collabs and you're really helping the collab culture on Kick in Twitch and everywhere that you've been. And I am a smaller content creator, but I know people out there have seen my content when it comes to collabing with other people. And I know people see that. And it makes me happy to know that I'm helping open up a conversation that I really haven't seen it talked about. I have not seen people talk about collabs and boundaries. I've seen a lot of collabs. I see a lot of people working together, networking, but it almost should be like an interview. I know some people don't have time to talk beforehand, before the collab or anything, but you can send a quick message. And at the very bottom of my message, it does say like, what are your rules? What are your boundaries? Like, is there anything that I need to know?
Yeah.
Because I think if you're going to listen to my boundaries, I need to listen to yours and be able to respect yours, or it just needs to not happen.
Yeah, I
you
think
know?
that's such a good.
Lizzie, I love my mods. My mods always show up for me, and it's fucking crazy.
Mods
I
are
love those
amazing.
little
Same
bitches.
here. Always the big shout outs.
Can we get some mod love in chat,
All
friends?
the mod. We have
So
a mod
thank
love
you.
command. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
That's all my mods right there. They've all got their little
Oh,
faces.
that is so cute. I love that. I need my mods on little emotes.
All little
That's
emotes.
adorable.
We have so many of them. But I love them all.
Shit, that's adorable.
But yeah.
That's such
Yeah,
a
I
fun
see
way
Mickey.
to show
I see
love to
Mickey
them.
jumping in as well. I collab with Mickey a lot. We do a lot of streams together. She's saying not too much chaos. We love chaos, but not too much chaos. And that's it, because I also, as well as the whole streamer etiquette, and like say the other night with the other side, it was very much me feeling like I couldn't give any time to my chat. And this is my full-time job, and my chat is really important to me. As much as I love having fun with my friends who are creators, this is really important to me. I feel really out of my comfort zone if I can't interact with chat, but I also get quite bad sensory overwhelm sometimes. So
Yes, absolutely.
Sometimes if there's too many voices going on in my head and I'm streaming and chat is busy
tell
and
people
I'm
to shut
playing
up
a game,
sometimes.
I can't cope. And with some of these games with the in-game voice chat, some of them you can go and disappear in a corner and it's proxy chat, so they can't you're far enough away
like
that you can have
Repo or
quiet.
something.
Yeah, but some of them don't have that, and it's just, it can just get far too much for me. And I love chaos. I worship chaos, but
I'm so happy that you said that. Not that I love that you have that issue, but it makes me feel not so alone, because I deal with that. I actually am an affiliate for my Loop
the
earplugs.
loops. So do you
and
use them with
like-
your headset?
So I do sometimes.
Okay.
I actually don't have them in right now. But if I know I'm gonna be playing with multiple people, or like you said, like especially in larger groups, Goose Stuck, Among Us, Repo, things like that, I will wear them. It does kind of suck because it does make the game way quieter, and sometimes I can't hear shit. But my earplugs are a saving grace, and it makes me not have so many like crazy freak out moments, because I'm very sensitive to light, sound, voices.
Sound
things
is
like
my
that.
thing very much.
Oh yeah,
Even in real life
No joke.
sometimes. Like I have it anyway, but then like when I spoke about earlier with my vestibular migraines, one of the big symptoms of that is like a really bad brain fog. So if I'm having the bad brain fog day, then that's 100 times worse. Like I can't sometimes. I'll be sitting upstairs watching TV and my kid will come in, my teenager will come in and speak to me, and I'll be like, I can't even focus on what you're saying with just the television on. Like I sometimes can't even do that. Like it's crazy. I'm like, we need to pause the TV so I can actually listen to you, which sounds mad to say. On other days there could be a conversation going over there and the TV on and someone's got a noise on their phone and I'm totally fine. But on certain days and certain times I just can't do it.
What did this person just fucking say to me?
Yeah.
Mickey said it's hard to talk, especially when you have annoying people singing songs about ghosts. I mean, who does that?
But this is why, like, Mickey is every Wednesday evening. Mickey's one of my US friends, and every Wednesday evening, apart from this weekend, I missed you. I do a call up with Mickey, and it's usually just me and her, and we play horror games together. And I absolutely adore playing with Mickey. But for me, it's so much easier.
I'm very annoying.
Can we get a shout out for Mickey B, please? Sometimes it's so much it's just so much better when it's just me and Mickey, because I know what she's like and I know her chaos and she knows mine, and it's totally,
especially when you're on the same page.
We're on the same page and we just get on really well and we have a laugh, and I do also love playing games with her with other people, but for me the other night was a reminder that kind of has to be off stream, because I can't do all the people and the stream when I don't have control over the audio.
And something
I
that
need the
I've done in
control.
a situation when I know it's gonna be like that, like when I host Jeopardy or when I did that murder mystery, I tell chat, like I make a pinned comment just saying Serena is doing XYZ. She's gonna be slow reading chat, hang out, enjoy the show. You know, so at least there's a pinned message. It still really does suck when you miss out on stuff like that, but I really love putting on certain shows and stuff like that. But that is different than like playing games. And
Yeah, and I always say that
you
with the
know.
podcast as well. Like the podcast are the one time that a lot of the time, sometimes I completely ignore the chat, but that's when my mods can really come into their own because the mods really look after them. Because like sometimes you get deep into
I'm trying to
the.
do a little bit of both. I'm trying to make sure I'm reading your chat, but also
I'm generally
kinda
always
hanging out.
always reading it, but I sometimes like to, like I say, I like to keep it really conversational because sometimes it's good to keep the conversation flowing and what we're talking about. And I have 3 chats up when I'm doing this on 3 different monitors, and I'll have them like saved at different points. If I see something,
Ooh, bless me.
that was impressive. If I see something I want to come back to, I'll like scroll it and I'll leave it there on that one, and I'll leave that one on that one, and then I'll come back to them. Because I like to keep the flow going, but I don't like to miss out. But my mods look after people and make them feel like they're seen during these podcasts, because it's the only time that I feel like I don't read chat as much as I don't respond to chat as much. I'm always reading it.
But we're reading chat. We've been seeing what you're
always
saying.
reading it.
And
Just
really
can't always
grateful that
respond
all
to
of
it.
y'all are here.
100%, absolutely love it.
From Panda's community to my community, thank you for hanging out and yapping with us
Yeah.
and getting to know me. I'm a little yapster.
Yeah, we love it. Absolutely love it. But I do the same things with certain games as well, and I will play. It's not that I don't ever play with lots of people. Like we do mod games sometimes, and they're fucking chaos. But like we know that it's going to be chaos before we even start, and sometimes it works, and sometimes we do what you said there as well. We'll put up a pin post saying, you know, Panda's doing this right now. She'll get back to you as soon as she can. But yeah, you just got to be honest with, you know. For a long time, I was too scared to tell people that I didn't want to stream games with like that me and 3 other people, because it was too much for me. It took me a long time to kind of get the balls to say, hang on a minute, this is more than just playing games with my friends. For me, this is my job, and I am making content at the same time, and I have to be able to balance every piece of it. And at the moment, doing multiplayers 3 or 4 times a week just isn't working for me. And
that's good that you've kind of
it's hard,
what
but
works for you and what doesn't work for you, you know, because I'm trying to get out of just Fortnite, but I love it, so it's so hard. But even for me, like when I do collabs, I mean, recently on Kick, I have had 3 other people being live at the same time, but when I know I'm gonna need a chill night, I'll have 1 or 2 other people be live, and then I will have a buffer. I'll have a 2nd or 3rd person not live, because it's really nice having a couple people who aren't live, so there's still some type of conversation, and so we're not just like all fucking muted, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think Fortnite is very different as well to the kind of games I play. Fortnite is very, very different. So yeah, I totally get that. Let me just, 'cause I've lost my place.
No, you're so good.
Loops. Teeny said loops are amazing because they help sensory overloads when so much is happening.
Oh my god.
See, my teenager has loops that he uses at school and things, but I never thought they would work with the headphones, with the headphones as well.
So you just have, it's I have 2 different ones. I have ones that are more for like conventions, concerts, things like that, and so they help a certain decimal or whatever sound wise. And then I have some for sleeping, and I love them both for what they're for. But these ones I take to the concerts. I've taken these to DreamHack. I've taken these to TwitchCon. Yeah. And you can still hear things. It
Which
doesn't
ones
take
are they?
everything away.
Can you remember what they're called?
I'll have to look.
Yeah, let me know.
Shoot
me a message.
let you know.
Yeah. Is that the ones you use with your headset?
Yes. So these are the ones I use with my headset. You can still hear things, but it like deafens the overload, the extra background, the humming, the electricity, like shit like that fucking freaks me out, and I can't stop fucking hearing that shit. You know, at DreamHack, it was insane. Like one day I forgot them, and I was like, never again. This will never happen to me. I will never not take them.
Yeah.
Because I get overstimulated. I get anxiety really, really bad. And the sounds are insane to me. So I'm really glad that you had said that too. Because it makes me happy that I'm not the only person who deals with it. Because there's so many people who were like, you're just overreacting. You're fine. You're fine. And it's like, I'm having a fucking
It's horrible,
having a
and when
meltdown
you're
right now.
when you're streaming as well, when you're live, so you're on camera, and all this is going
Yeah.
on, because like even just like talking to one person that you're playing games with, and concentrating on a game, and chatting to your chat, even that is a lot for anyone's brain. But if you do suffer from sensory overwhelm, it can get
Well, and then
absolutely
we talked about
insane.
migraines earlier, and I learned when I was in like middle school, I'm very sensitive to light, sound, and as a streamer, I have 3 fucking lights pointed at me, and then sound, like you said, there's voice chat, there's game chat, there's sounds that chat are making going on. There's so much going on, and I almost always end with a headache, unfortunately. I do wear my blue light glasses from
Yeah.
Zenny. I feel like that has helped. My
Mine too.
earplugs have really helped. There's like a lot of little things, like I'm sure if I stay fucking hydrated too, that would fucking help.
Yeah.
Some,
Hydrate,
you know.
hydrate,
Let's
bitch.
do it. Hydrate.
Thomas said when Panda collabs with Coxie, that's one of my friends and streamer and mods, is a great homies vibe that makes it different and relatable. Convo flows so naturally, and that's the great thing as well. Like I have so many creator friends that I love playing games with, but occasionally you come across somebody that you just click with on another level that makes collab streams like
Even better.
And that's not taking away from how much I love playing with all of my friends and mods and
Yes.
creators, but like there's a reason why I stream every Wednesday with Mickey B, and there's a reason why I'm currently doing the Dark Pictures anthology with Coxie. Like sometimes you just find that person that your vibes are just so in sync when you stream together that it just makes sense, and it makes good content, and the viewers feel at home and they feel like they're a part of something, and that's something really, really special.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if y'all know Cosmo.
Cosmo,
He does,
yeah,
he does a lot
we
of
love
art.
Moe.
He does Fortnite.
He's been
does
on
a
the
bunch
show
of shit.
too.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
I recently have made him play Fortnite with me like the past 2 Thursdays, but not this past one.
Yeah.
We love Cosmo. We really do.
Yeah, I need to get a call up with
I
him.
love
But you
his
Americans
vibe.
and your time zones, I swear to God.
Yeah. He's been wonderful. Noxie has been wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Hoofy's been wonderful. Swift Kiss, Shiro. There's a lot of Fortnite creators that I've just absolutely fell in love with on Kick, and that's what really has made me stay here, is some of the creators here on Kick. I'm like, fuck, I love these
Yeah.
little bitches.
But like, I'm literally, like I said, this is my full-time job, so I'm like, I literally will stay up to organize collabs. I did a collab with Hoofy. You know Hoofy?
Oh, Hoofy! I love Hoofy!
Hoofy's one of my mods. She's at
Hoofy
the
is a
lake
mod
today, so
everywhere. I
she's
love
not
Hoofy.
around.
And Noxie.
Hoofy
yes.
is also like my biggest sponsor for getting me to DreamHack. She keeps
Oh,
she keeps
I love that.
I think
Good
she's
shit,
single-handedly trying to get me to DreamHack with this goal at the moment, and I'm
I
hoping
love
to be
that.
able to
I'm
stay
gonna
with her
have so
and
much
things.
FOMO. Y'all have so much fun without me.
Just come. You should come.
God, I wish. I'm trying not to. My community helped me get to DreamHack Dallas, Atlanta, and TwitchCon last year. So I was
Yeah.
like, and everyone's like,
This
we'll
is
help
my
you
first
get there. And I'm
one,
like,
so-
no, I don't want you guys to continue helping me.
I know it's
I
hard,
don't-
isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want them to feel like they have to support me. You
But yeah,
know? So I'm
I
like,
stayed up.
no.
I ended up actually streaming until 4 a.m. that day that
God
I collabed.
damn.
The plan was to stream because we started. She's EST, so we started at 5 p.m. her time, which
Yeah.
is 10 p.m. my time.
Ooh, that's
so-
a little bit later for you than
So
normal. Yeah.
So she started at 5. I
Be
started
sure
at
to
10.
stroke the panda fire.
Oh, there's Cosmo. That was a Cosmo blurb. We've
Oh
got
God,
blurps
thank
from-
God he's not here.
Oh
I
my
don't.
God.
I don't like my friends to know that I say nice things about them.
Okay,
I
I
like
won't
to talk
tell
shit
them.
to my friends.
I won't tell them, I promise.
Lazy
Oh,
panda.
and now we have
lazy
Hoofy singing I love you,
panda.
lazy panda.
I love you, lazy
Cosmo's
panda.
a weenie, but the other day he came into chat. I was
love
like,
you.
Cosmo, I was just talking shit about you, bitch.
Cosmo is a mini butt. There you go.
Amethyst, I would love to. I've submitted for a couple things. I was even thinking about asking companies or sponsors to help fly me out to Atlanta, but I don't know.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back on my feet, and I'm
Yeah.
like, because we just spent $2,000 on my AC, my car AC, trying to get my
Oh my
compressor and
God,
shit
that's
fixed.
crazy.
I live in South Texas. My bitch ass needed the AC.
Oh my God,
But
yeah.
that set me back a little bit because I was like, oh, maybe I can either go to TwitchCon or DreamHack. I was maybe thinking about doing one or the other. DreamHack is way cheaper than TwitchCon. So I was like, ooh, maybe we'll do Atlanta again. Something would definitely have to change money-wise.
Yeah,
So we'll
we've-
see Amethyst, but I don't think so.
I've always said like
I did
because I'm
Amethyst.
still on the struggle bus, like trying to pay, because this is my full-time job, and I did kind of find myself thrown into it before. I'm not somebody who gave up a full-time job because I was making enough as a creator to pay my bills. I'm somebody who had to give up my work and chose to instead of sitting doing nothing and claiming from the government, I chose to try and make something of myself.
To try to make it,
So I still have that monthly battle of trying to pay my bills, and we do have the partner income now, but that is nowhere near enough on its own. But it is a nice little safety net that wasn't there before. But then we do still rely quite heavily on fan funding through subs to pay my bills. So I was always not keen on doing a dono goal for something on top of that, because then you worry that if everyone who wants to gives to the dono goal, then how do I pay my bills?
How do you pay your bills, put food on the table, things like that?
But I literally got peer pressured at knife point by Razor Red to make a goal this time and get my ass to Atlanta. So
I saw that Amethyst. My fingers are crossed. I did apply for that. I applied for the one for TwitchCon too, and we didn't get that one. So we'll see.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Know. So the Thousand Dreamers Fund really helps women get back into the esports community.
But I think it's US only, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know about that, but they do a lot of work for helping women get into gaming, content creation. They send people to TwitchCon, DreamHack, things like that. They have a multiple fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean, if that I didn't tell anyone, Amethyst. So if you guys are from my community, I did submit to that. I was keeping it on the DL because I was like, dang, I don't want to say that I submitted for this and not get it. If I'm meant to go, it'll happen, you know. And if not, I'm gonna try really hard to go next year. Networking is key, and oh my god, Holly, I did love Atlanta last year. I loved both of the Dallas conventions. DreamHack is truly my favorite convention. They are so kind to me. They're always sharing my shit. They're always commenting on my shit. Like, it's the best convention that supports their creators too. For real. That's how I feel. Anyways.
I feel like someone shared something with me. It might not have been this exact thing, but it sounds like the same thing, and I got all excited about it and then looked into it, and it was US based, which is fair.
Okay.
But I'll look at I brought it up. I'll have a look into it.
Yeah.
It was a tricky one, but my community have been absolutely incredible, and like I say, we do have a little bit of a safety net, and we do have other things going on in the background. As much as we have like the Dono Fund, I am working on a new fourth wall with new merch and new
ways to make some
We're
money.
gonna have membership tiers there. We're really gonna knuckle down on the YouTube content over the next month or so to try and start bringing in a little bit of revenue there. So we're like working behind the scenes as well to make as much money as we can to make it viable.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really bad. I just did 2 sponsorships back to back for mobile games. But I've talked to my mods and I've talked to a couple of my close friends, and they're like, it's a free game, Serena, and you're making money. Like, the people who want to support you can literally play the game for free.
Yeah, I've been looking at that. I've got that in the background as well. Like because I
play
use
the game, guys. Help me out, please.
I use one of those things where I've made quite a lot of money off it. I've made maybe nearly coming up for £300 in Amazon vouchers in the past like 2 years through one of them. Just because I play games on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
So I did find
so
one
nice.
that you can do with your community that I have got like working up together.
And I feel bad having 2 back to back because I never want to be like, you guys have to do this, but I'm like, guys, if y'all really want to genuinely support me, help getting back on my feet, that is the easiest way. It's fucking free, and all of you guys have a mobile device. Everyone goes and takes a shit and scrolls on their phone. Play the game for fucking 20-30 minutes a fucking day and help me out respectfully.
Watch this space, guys, because that's coming to my channel too.
Especially if people can't sub or do bits. I never want people to feel like they have to financially support me. Like you said, it really fucking helps. It really does. And not even gonna lie, summer hit hard this year. The last 2 months have been very, very low for me financially. And I haven't talked about that too much on my channel because, again, I don't want my community to know I'm struggling or seeing lower numbers because I don't want them to feel forced to give more if they can't, you know. But it's been really hard, and the only thing that has been saving me is those extra sponsorships for us.
Yeah, and it's hard to find that balance, especially like when this is your full time and your income, and finding that balance between, because I don't want to talk about money all the time. I don't want it because I can so rarely financially support anyone else for the same reason that like some most months I'm only just making it to cover my bills. So I can like I can't do it, and I don't like it when I feel like it's a requirement if you're in someone's stream. So I'm always trying to be so aware of, I don't want to talk about money all the time, but we do have to talk about it sometimes because this is my income. And if you can support that way, then you're you know, if you enjoy my content and you think it's worth it, that's great. But there's no requirement to do that to be here. And if you really want to support and you can't afford it, you can do it a million ways. And that is something I have to say that becoming partner has made easier too, because I can literally say to people, come and hang out, chat in my chat, come back, you know, that genuinely helps now. That helps me earn money now directly.
And that's so nice.
And it's not like tons of money, and I don't ever want people to think that that you know, we're making bazillions of pounds off of comments in the chat. But the more different people who chat and keep chatting, then it does go up a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, it's a hard balance to find. But I'm very aware of time because we're coming up. We've gone past the time we said we were going to finish already. I don't know where the time has gone.
That's okay. We've been having fun. We've been yapping.
Yeah, I was watching the time for ages, thinking, right, we need to. And then I the last half an hour, I haven't looked at the clock at all.
Chat, do y'all have any questions?
Yes, that was literally what I was about to say. Because usually we open it up to chat questions, and then I have one last question that I was going to ask.
Oh yeah.
What if you did a community merch? We can talk about that after. We'll finish up with Serena, and then I did say chat and chatting a lot of times. Chat, get chatting.
Chatty chat.
Does anyone have any questions? Come on, guys. IRL life takes a back seat, but it's very difficult to balance. Balance is just hard in general.
I have my plates and they be tipping all the time.
Always spinning too many plates. That's my
No.
Serena, why are you FOMOing over Labubus? I love Labubus. I hate them, but I love them. I think it's just because everybody else has a Labubu, and I feel left out.
I don't have a Labubu, if that makes you feel better.
That does make me feel better.
I'd be quite happy going to my grave without a Labubu, to be honest.
I thought they were scary when I first saw them. I still feel like they're a little scary, but now that everyone has them, I have FOMO. And Ika, I don't know. I think I have FOMO on every single thing. I can't get over not having FOMO.
FOMO is real. What's your favorite plushie, Holly asked?
Oh, see, Holly, that's my least favorite question that people ask. I get it, but I feel like you can't pick just one. It'll hurt all the other ones' feelings.
I love you.
I have
You're
a
adorable.
couple back here that are a little bit more sentimental. I have a donkey from my grandma back here somewhere. I don't know where it's at currently. On Twitch, I have a channel point for 100,000 channel points that if you lurk that much and you get it, I get a plushie for you and I add you to my army.
Oh,
so I have...
that's so cute.
Yeah. Ashley's the little dog here. Mitch is here. We have Sloth and we have Sweets and we have Ika. We have Tracy. We have Ika again right here.
Oh, I love that.
The little dumpling is Sharon. The
that's
star
so cute.
is Jam. They're not all my community members, but we have Haley the shark. Brett is back here as a little bear. Hannah's a llama. There's a bunch of my community members
so
have
cute.
like grinded so hard to get a plushie to add to my community. So some of those
I
are
know,
very...
Ika, right? I'm literally right here and she didn't choose my plushie. Pretty rude.
What? I said your plushie, bitch. Ika's a big little octopus down here and a little teddy, little Care Bear here.
Aww.
I love your little pink octopus behind you. I don't know if you guys can tell. I've tried to put them in some type of order. We try to have some of the Pokemons up here. We have some more of like the pink colorful ones here. I tried to do the aquatic on this side. We have a shrimp. We have a stingray back here. We have a bunch of narwhals. The random cat is right here. I don't know why I have the cat right here. The octopus,
Hi, Wes.
the axolotl dolphins.
Well, wait to
another
enter.
shrimp. And then I tried to put the cats right here. There's
I
a
love
lot of
that.
cats right here.
I absolutely love it. I love it so much. Mickey asked, what's your favorite color and animal?
Oh my god. So when I was younger, I would never admit to having a favorite color because I felt so bad for the other colors. I felt so bad. I was like, I cannot pick a favorite color. But now that I'm
Who
older,
wants to tell her the
pink.
colors don't have emotions, right?
I know, and I feel like that's some of the autism and the ADHD showing, But yeah, pink is my favorite color. What was the other question?
Animal. Favorite animal.
I love cats. I'm such a cat
Cats are
person.
good.
I love like the panthers and the lions. I didn't believe that giraffes were real. I freaked
Wait,
out. I
what?
freaked out when I saw a giraffe.
You didn't
in
believe the
real life.
giraffes were real?
No, I could
But you thought
not
colors had
believe-
emotions.
You shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
What a fucking bitch. Y'all
We're
hear?
besties now. I'm allowed to poke fun, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's all done with love.
Yeah, no, you're so good. I get it. The bitches that get it. Panda fucking called me out, bitch. You all see that? It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know. I really honestly think like mermaids and unicorns are real and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy. I didn't think giraffes were real. And when I saw a giraffe in real life, like I'm not even joking, I teared
You thought
up.
unicorns were
I
real, but
was-
not giraffes.
Yeah. Bitch, have you
Sheesh,
seen a giraffe?
girl.
Those
Yes!
things look real.
But this unicorn. Do you want to know a fun fact about
Yes,
unicorns in
I'm ready.
Scotland? Do you know this fact about unicorns in Scotland?
I'm ready.
The
Tell me.
unicorns are the national animal of Scotland. Genuinely, Google it. It's true.
I'm moving to Scotland.
Do
chat.
it!
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
they
chat.
just
I gotta
wander
start-
about
I
in the
gotta start
fields and
packing up.
things here
That is
all the
so
time. But no, it's true.
funny. They're real. I know unicorns are real. I'm sorry. They are. No one can fault me that. Or mermaids. I'll fight bitches on that one. I love mermaids.
So your favorite animal is a mermaid, right? Got you.
Yeah, absolutely. Mermaids,
Are they an animal though?
cats. I love them. I don't. Maybe part. I guess.
I absolutely love it. Right, I shall move on to my very last question because I know you've got a
Okay.
stream to get ready for.
That's okay. I told them I might be a little bit late, so
Yeah.
they know.
we do the chatty chats.
Yeah.
I mean, I could keep chatting to you all night, but we'll let you go and do your stream. I always ask people at the end, like, what do you think the future looks like for Kick as a platform and also for Serena Paris on Kick?
That's a lovely answer. I mean, I feel like regardless of where I end up, hope I find success. And everyone finds success differently. Some people define that by numbers. Some, say income. I feel like it's a little bit of everything. I think a lot of the times people forget that happiness needs to be involved in success. Sometimes people end up in dead-end jobs. And I've always told myself, like, if streaming ever makes me feel like shit continuously, then I do have to quit and move on. I feel like every job will make you feel like shit at some point. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have off days. And it's okay if you don't like streaming sometimes. Like every single job I've had ups and downs, but I actually genuinely love creating content. I love being a streamer. I love building an audience, a community. I love interacting with people and just meeting new people, so hopefully I can find success, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job so far. For Kick, I hope they continue to learn. I hope they continue to grow. I hope they continue going in the direction that they are right now. I'm sure that they're going to have more hiccups, and as long as they keep learning and growing from their hiccups, I think that Kick has grown so much this past year. It really has. And I mean, it's been, like I said, in August, we're celebrating a year. We're celebrating on the 22nd. We're going to have a big party. But just being on the platform for a year, I've seen them work on, moderation tools. I've seen them come out with Pitch Kick. I've seen them really do things for creators to help creators grow. And I think that's so important. Like, Twitch is never going to put me on the front page unless I become partner, And that's really cool that Kick gives other people options to be on Pitch Kick if you have a great idea or things like that. And I don't know if that'll happen for me, but I think that would be very cool. Just the fact that they give opportunities is cool. So as long as they keep doing that, fucking working hard. I mean, even like same thing with Twitch or YouTube, wherever you are, you got to work hard, and you got to work. You can't expect people to show up for you continuously. And like you said, not just fucking emotes, show up for people and actually support the people that you like,
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Can we get a massive, massive round of applause for Serena Paris, please? It's been such
did
a
y'all have fun?
pleasure.
I had fun, chat. I hope you guys had fun.
It has been so much fun. It's been really lovely chatting with you. We will have to,
Yeah.
I'll stay up late and we'll have to collab sometime.
Oh yeah, I mean, and on the weekends and stuff, I can definitely do earlier too.
Yeah.
We can definitely do a little fun thing
I
with
love
Bobber.
We should-
What is your favorite animal? Is it a panda?
It's a panda, yeah.
It's a panda.
I do
Okay,
love
thought
cats as well, though.
I love cats. Cats
Yeah.
are my favorite things in the whole wide world.
And dogs. I just
Um,
love animals, to be honest, but yeah, pandas are my
animals
favorite.
are amazing. If I ever won the lottery, we'd be saving lots of animals. That's
Yeah.
what we'd be doing. That'd
I
be
love
the first
that.
thing I do. I do want to say, everyone from Panda's chat, my chat, everyone who's hanging out, thank you guys for being here. Thank y'all for being active, asking me questions, supporting Panda, supporting me. I can tell that we both really fucking love what we do, and I'm so grateful for you guys. The first time I found you was because of Repo. That first meeting was great. I'm the massive belch right as we came in, Tom, and some people put on a persona for stream, and I think if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I am who you get in
Mhm.
real life. Same,
All the
same on
best
stream.
creators are. I'm sorry,
You know,
it's true. All the creators
the
I
first-
want to be friends with, or I can tell they're
Yeah.
100% themselves, and that's what
Sometimes when I
attracts me to
first
them.
meet people, I'm a little nervous and I'm a little intimidated. I feel like everybody is, but the
Mhm.
second you really get to know me in real life, I'm something you're gonna get from me in real life is more farts. For some reason, I cannot fart on stream. I cannot do it.
I love that.
But I'm a huge farter in real life. I really am.
I love it.
I'm just 100% the same person.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm having a meltdown, things are different, and I try really hard not to show that on stream. But I feel like the people I've met in real life kind of know when I need a moment to shut the fuck up.
She
Not
kept
talk to
farting in my
anybody.
car. TwitchCon. She's such
I
a
did.
hoe.
I was blowing it up in Nika's car. I really was.
Oh, I definitely farted with some of my mods when we all met up. I was at my mod's wedding a few months ago. I didn't fart. I didn't fart at the wedding, but I definitely did
I
fart.
would've been blown out at the wedding.
Honest, so one of my mods, the one that everyone said I got on well with, Coxie, like we have like a brother-sister relationship. Like we just constantly poke fun at each other, constantly poke fun at each other. But he made this point, right, that everyone always says that I'm gonna fart or I just farted. No one ever says I'm farting, like as you're doing it. So every time I was alone in my room with Cassia and Cupcake, two of my mods and my very close friends, every time we were alone in the room, every time I had to fart, I was trying to say I'm fart. It's really hard to do, guys, because like
trying to say it as you.
I'm
I don't even
farting,
think I can
like,
fart, or I can't even fart. I can't even think when I'm farting. I need to focus too much on farting. You know what I'm saying?
And you had to have quite a long fart to get the words out in time. Yeah, guess my fart as well. I mean, Coxie spent the whole weekend him saying guess my fart and me trying to get it. We still sometimes do it.
The reason he shit
Well,
his
we've always
pants. I
gone.
love when people say they shit their pants. It's so funny to me.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hilarious. I love it.
But yeah, that's You just got be you.
Or like when you're like, do you guys smell popcorn? And then everyone goes to smell, and you're like,
I fucking love you. Oh my god, are you the reason his short? I mean, he started the guess my fart thing, and it was just me that kind of locked in on it. That actually guessed his fart, and it became a bit of a thing between the two of us over that weekend. And now all the mods do it over Discord and stuff. And Coxie's made merch that says "Guess my fart."
oh, guess my fart. I love that. Don't kick me out of the car.
So I might be partly responsible for the "Guess my fart" merch. Yes.
We're all humans here, and I that farting is just human nature.
It
We
is.
love it.
It totally
Better
is.
out than in, I always say.
Absolutely. I love that
I
this
don't
is
know
how we're
why
ending our chat, talking
I
about
can't do
farting.
it on. Yeah, exactly. I can't do it on stream for some reason, but in real life, it all over the place.
Right,
well,
I'm
thank you
gonna
again
let you
for
go. Yeah,
having
thank you
me
so much,
and
guys.
stuff.
The
Yeah.
link is pinned to the top. If you haven't already, I like to go and check. I'll judge you all if I don't see lots of your names in this chat.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're getting crazy, chat.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say
We're
I've seen a
good.
bunch of follows come through, so thank you guys for showing up. And Panda, again, thank you for having me. I love yapping.
Yeah, it's been so
I
much
don't-
fun.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
I don't know
sorry
if you
about
have
that one.
multiple people
There's one I have to apologize for. That's not one of
Oh.
mine, but they were here.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah,
already
make sure
follow
you
this
do go and
person.
follow because she's an absolute vibe.
I
She's a
appreciate you.
sweetheart. And
And yeah, I mean, I've really loved the opportunity of learning and growing on Kick, and I've had really good luck here because I've had people say that they've had horrible shit luck here, and I'm just like, as much as I feel bad, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I have not had that huge of experience
If
of
you-
it,
I just
all the
feel like-
negativity.
I feel like if you work hard and you surround yourself by the right people, the right kind of people, and you are your genuine self, and you want to grow the right way, then I think it's quite hard to have a bad experience on Kick.
Yeah.
Personally.
And I mean, yeah,
I feel like
that
Kick might not be
same
the
thing.
issue. If you're doing all of those things, Kick might not be the issue.
Might not be the issue, exactly. Well, again, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Chad.
no,
I hope
thank
you guys
you
had
so
a great
much.
time.
You have a good
Meow.
stream, and we'll see you soon. I love you lots.
I see you later. Bye,
Bye.
honeys.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Meow.